Hey, did you see Juan Gonzalez join the media team for TRC? Yeah, he's going to be doing the videos in Spanish. Wait, le Canadien l'ont fait en premier? Sorry, what? The Canadians did it first. I know the Canadians did the whole dual video thing first, but I mean, hey, welcome them anyways. Either way, welcome to the crew, Juan.
That was amazing.
That was awesome.
Cool. My gosh. So,
awesome.
Welcome everybody to the live Thursday Q&A, Friday Eve, as we like to say. I got to my left, Mr. Anthony Fisher.
Hello.
And to my right, Mr. Juan Gonzalez.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Saludos, it's the Rad Company, Juan Gonzalez.
Now, we did have to get rid of Dane because, well, now that we have Juan, there's no room. So Dane, Dane had to pack up all his stuff in his cubicle and leave because Juan's moving into it.
Well, so Juan started taking over the thumbnails. That's why they started becoming in Spanish.
Yes.
Yeah, that explains pretty much everything. Dane doesn't know how to make a Spanish thumbnail.
No, and since we now, we've got Seabass, we've got Jimmy, we've got Nick,
with
Tim,
Seabass editing all of the videos.
Pretty much doing everything.
It just really helps a lot.
Yeah,
it's taking a lot of everybody else's
saving
plate.
us a little bit of money.
Yeah,
at the same time being able to expand our reach.
Exactly. And so, anyway, getting straight into the Q&A. Well, not straight into the Q&A because there's some housekeeping I have to
We got to do the housekeeping.
So, guys, an email went out earlier today, and you could find this email if you were to only subscribe to this newsletter.
Where do I find this?
I don't know.
Where do I
What's it
subscribe
called?
to it? It's called The Details, and you subscribe at theradcompany.com.
Oh, wow.
Go right to theradcompany.com, scroll right to the very bottom. Hey, and if you haven't even shown up at our site before, guess what? It automatically populates, and it goes sign up for the newsletter. Not only do we give you a 15% off coupon to use on an entire order, you get that once, but you fill that out, and then you know when we're going to be doing other sales.
Dang.
That is amazing. You're alerted.
Wow. So, anyway, speaking of sales, we did launch our Memorial Day sale happening right now. Theradcompany.com, 20% off almost everything. One of my favorite features of the new site, Levi, is that we can now change the logo to represent our special edition stickers.
That's the coolest thing, I think.
So Nate killed it on the Memorial Day logo for this year. And as always, with every order going out for the Memorial Day sale, you will be getting a special limited edition Rad Company Memorial Day sticker. This is a new one for us for this year. We've never had a
So in other parts of the world, Memorial Day is celebrated as Remembrance Day.
Yes,
and it's to remember all those who have fallen in the past wars, and overseas, it's to represent the same thing. All those soldiers and veterans who gave their lives or died in a war, and so the poppy has long since been that symbol. And so we thought, gosh, now that we're a worldwide brand, we ought to be a little more, worldly. Even though we're here in America, we wanted to be a little more worldly. We wanted to be a little more open for everybody. And so that's what this Remembrance Day, Memorial Day sticker is with the poppy. So pick yours up free with every order this weekend. So starting today, runs through till Tuesday morning. So you can pick up a TRC sticker. And
so Levi, with 20% off site-wide, right? Well,
almost everything.
Almost everything, I should say. It's not wholesale cases. But with 20% off, what would you pick up? What would you bring home on a 20% off sale?
You know what I'd probably
Somebody's giving you the keys to the store.
Pick up some Legend.
Legend?
Yeah, I pick up some Legend, maybe some Soul.
Okay.
Because those are kind of a higher, they're bigger bottles.
Yeah.
And they're a little more pricier than other coatings, but with like Soul, you get a ton of coating that you can use on everything, and then the same with Legend.
So you'd buy big to save big.
Exactly.
Right?
That's right. And getting that 20% off makes it so much easier. I noticed one of our customers sent a picture what they were buying. They were buying a whole case of GTECHNIQ CSL. A whole case
Very good.
of it. So that they
Nice.
could, and they're taking advantage to be able to get some of those products like that.
That's good.
Now, I
That's
don't
great.
think they were into case quantities, but
Yeah,
it
a whole
was,
case worth of product. Yeah.
but they were buying a case of product basically.
Well,
so.
Juan, what are you taking home on a 20% off sale? What would you get?
We'll be getting microfibers.
Lots
Like
of
fiber
towels.
Lots of towels, especially the.
What'd you do?
What is that? The blue. big
Liquidator?
giant towel?
Liquidator?
Liquidator.
Yeah.
Oh, those are fantastic, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, pick up a bunch of liquidators, get that party started.
Well, that's great. That's great. So, myself,
are you
I'd be
gonna do?
focusing on some of the niche items. You know, maybe some
Detail
magic,
guards.
No, not detail guards. I have enough of those. Honestly, I have too many of detail guards. I have to give them away to friends because I have too many, and so I only get my hose cut up on one wheel. Right.
Yeah.
I don't need all four wheels. I just need
Okay.
just the
All
one.
right.
And so, so for me, I'll probably pick up some magic wheel cleaner, right? Panel wipe, because
Yes.
I always
I go
see
through
I
that
always
a lot.
seem to go through panel wipe really fast. I don't know why it is. But I dilute it, right? So I do 1-to-1 with distilled water, but I still go through it fast. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I just like spraying it.
No, it's me. I like doing it too.
like doing it
Spray
too?
on- I clean stuff. Like I clean my, I got that nice freezer in my garage. I like to wipe that down with panel wipe.
Ooh, I like that. I'm also picking up probably some FSE, right? Because
That's a good idea. I need to
I've
pick
been
up some.
blowing through FSE because what's been my problem lately is that not only am I using it for water spot cleanup after a wash, I'm just using it as like a go-to quick detailer now because
okay.
I have the bottle there, and what I do is I take the 1 liter and I throw a sprayer onto it, right? So I basically just send it. I don't put it in a different bottle. I just throw a sprayer on it and send
Yeah.
it. So probably one of those. What I really need are some IK sprayers, more trigger
Okay.
sprayers, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But we're out of those.
We are, and we're sorry about that.
So that's something I need. We don't have. But I believe we still have our normal IK pump sprayers.
Yep.
It's the dang trigger sprayers that I want.
they are burning through so fast, it's not even funny.
I
We're going
know,
through 'em.
I
we're going to
know.
have to pull another heist here
It's
pretty
literally
soon.
it's the Fast and Furious heist situation. That's
Yep.
what it is. But all right, so the good news, guys, we're going to be able to answer all your questions extremely fast. We've taken the slowest member out of our
Yep.
team.
We're going to move quick
Dane,
today.
we love you. And,
So
but
Dane
we're-
is just out for a doctor's appointment,
he'll be
and
back.
so we hope for the best for him. Augie may have broken his finger. I got a
Oh,
call
no.
earlier, last day of school, playing in the playground during recess, tripped and fell, and Carly took him to the doc in the box to find out what the story is with his little finger. Apparently, she thinks his pinky's probably broken. So. We'll see. We'll see. So I may be checking my phone to see what happens
good
with
news
that.
They'll be
But
able to rebuild and he'll be
yeah,
stronger.
so
Going back
let's
to
get us
page
back
2.
here.
Maybe-
Dan Pfeiffer sending out the Happy Friday Eve with a big word up from rainy Minnesota. Dan, thank you. It wouldn't be a Q&A start without him.
Go to page 3 there.
Yeah, and then that's
that, too.
okay. Now we're back at 2. And Alex Duas dropping that great video this just when we started out saying Happy Friday Eve TRC team. Hope you're having a great day and are looking forward to the weekend. Thank you. And then William Kotana saying my wife's car has only ever been washed with green O&R wash and wax. I plan on using PNS Paint Prep and Bead Maker after my next wash. Should Paint Prep easily remove the carnauba wax?
Probably.
Possibly.
Probably. I mean,
But honestly, it shouldn't hurt it.
well, that's. I mean, you wouldn't even really. You could throw the bead maker over the washed and wax. I'm sure it'd be fine. It just. I don't know. The amount of carnauba, if I remember right, back when Ivan was with
not that
Optimum,
much.
it's not that much carnauba in there. It's honestly, it's enough to make it slick.
Especially enough to let it protect for a couple weeks. before
Correct
you
until
put
the
another-
next wash.
before you
So
wash
there's
it again.
there's a minimal amount of there. So Paint Prep would probably remove it.
Yeah. All right. Umberto, first from Puerto Rico, saying hello, TRC team, and he sure hopes Juan's on the live stream.
Wow.
Here.
You're getting fans, Juan.
There
You're
he is.
getting
I
fans
just
now.
thought.
All right. Potes Flamel saying hey guys, happy Friday Eve. What's the oldest detailing product in your personal collection, and how old is it?
Currently, like, we're at my parents' house that's been stored there since I was 16.
Yeah, I've got stuff at my dad's that was his
Yeah.
previously. So
I saved
that's
stuff through
years
from
old.
my
But at
dad's.
my house currently, I have some Fic Tech that we got
Okay.
from Phil at Detailer's Domain
several years ago, yeah.
several years ago, and I still have some Nanolex products
Okay.
in my collection that I haven't touched.
You haven't touched. So
Yeah, so they're probably 4 or 5 years old now.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
What do you think?
Gosh, I think I also have some Nanolux stuff that I probably should blow through extremely soon. I have a gallon of Chemical Guys citrus APC from 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I just can't find enough uses for it, to be honest. I just have too many other APCs I like more.
Yeah.
So I just kind of use it to clean my sink
Yeah, I could see that.
and my bathtub.
Yeah, that's good. Bust them out. Break down that grime
Yeah, I'll spray like if I have an oil stain, I'll just
in the bathtub.
yeah. Or just on my garage floor, I'll spray that with that.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to do with it. Then I also have a 4-year-old thing of McGuire's glass concentrate that I can't seem to mix fast enough.
Yeah.
I'm ready to throw it out.
It
Honestly,
probably doesn't work
there's just
anymore.
better glass cleaners out there now. It's like 5 years old, so whatever.
Juan, what about you?
I think, and I was actually going through my stuff, cleaning all my garage and my products, and I came across the leather a conditioner from McGuire's, and I think it was one of the first products that I actually bought, and I never did touch.
Wow.
So, and that was like in
There you go.
2012, so yeah. Whoops.
Jamie the Cleaner saying, so happy it's Friday Eve. And we are, man, this page is, you guys are right on top of me here. Dane does a great job at this.
Yeah, he
All
does.
right. So Jeff C saying, hello and happy Friday Eve. I'm getting my shopping cart ready for the sale. I'll be coating my friend's 2018 Ford Edge soon. First time applying CSL EXO. Should I buy the 30 mil or the 50 mil kit?
I recommend
What?
the 50 mil.
50 mil?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah, just because, if it's going to be it's a Ford Edge.
It's a bigger
You will
vehicle.
have enough, but if sometimes it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Yeah.
So say for example, if you grab the little bottle and you put it on the shelf and then you actually just flip it, you drop it, and then there you goes. Or you put too much product on the first pad and then it starts getting hardened. You use another pad and then you have to lubricate the other pads. So you have to use product. So it's always good to have a lot of product on your pad. So yeah, I would just go with the 50.
There you go. Nice. And it, like you said, it's good to have.
Yeah, it is. It's
How many times do you and I find stuff in our house where
Yeah.
like, oh, I still got stuff. I need to use it.
It is nice.
So Vishal Sky saying hello from the Singapore TRC team. Have a good day ahead. Thanks, man. We appreciate it. And then Troy Preston saying good morning, happy Friday from down under, all the way from Australia.
Australia.
Thanks, Troy. And Neil White asking Umberto,
Neil.
what did you win from Griot's? We'll find out, I guess.
Humberto.
Sorry, Levi. I wasn't paying attention. I was
Oh,
drinking
sorry. What were
ice
you doing?
cold Pepsi zero sugar mango flavor.
Kind of a mountain, kind of a bead maker flavored Pepsi, as I like
gosh,
to call it.
it is delicious and it just tastes healthy. It really does. Fruit.
Nice. Yeah, it's like you're getting your daily dose of fruit.
Yeah, it's
That's how I
my
feel
daily dose of
sometimes.
Good, solid
Yeah.
fruit content.
When the doctor goes, you get enough fruit, I go, I do. I'm actually drinking zero sugar mango Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's great.
They're like, Levi, that's not real fruit.
Well, I say I also have the cherry kind as well.
Yeah,
And
so-
that's plenty of vitamin C.
Yeah.
So I've got the peach mango Dawn.
Oh,
the
wow.
Mountain Dew Rise
Wait,
Energy.
Dawn? Oh, Dawn.
Yeah,
Not
peach
the
mango
dish soap.
Dawn, and this is as close to bead maker energy drink as you possibly can get.
It is. What I
It's
like is that it's
delightful.
light, refreshing, it's very fragrant, and really sets you in a good mood because what I like about that is it actually has mood boosters in
It
it.
does,
to
and immune
stabilize your
support.
immune- and to keep you healthy.
Yeah, really
Amazing.
great. Juan, what are you drinking over there?
I'm actually drinking, just plain
Just an
Pepsi.
original Pepsi guy.
Going old
Pepsi
school.
with a little
Going old
tequila.
school.
No, just kidding.
What Levi likes to do is likes to take about half of that and mix a little bit of Diet Pepsi to
Yeah.
kind of wake him up a little bit.
Like to
Yeah.
do both, kind of hook them up. All right, so
I seen a
where are we
comment
at here?
from
right.
the top one.
Dan saying if you're doing 2 coats of EXO, get the 50 mil for sure. 30 won't. Cut it. And then Mountain Town letting us know that Anthony already knows this, but the Mountain Town Detail Edition Brooks have been ordered. The perfect color scheme.
They
for
look
Mountain
awesome.
Town Detail.
They really
are.
do.
I'm tempted to buy a pair because they look so rad.
They really do look cool, and I'm pretty
They're
sure we actually have
Rebels.
some Mountain Town
They're the
hats
Brooks,
left over
Brooks Revel.
that are green and black.
Yeah.
And we could rock those with
Oh.
these.
That'd be nasty.
Like, I think they're
we
just
should
good,
just get a set
Yeah.
for Monterey.
but we can't wear green like that. It's black. It's the dress code.
That's the pants.
Oh yeah.
We could wear it in the shoes.
Well, I just think
Anyway,
they look
we'll
pretty
figure it
cool.
out.
Yeah. I like his
What
first
were
comment,
those?
though.
What model were those? Those weren't the Ghosts.
I think they're the Rebels.
Were they?
I think they are.
We'll have Mountain Town confirmed.
Umberto saying Juan el Magnifico.
Hola, amigo. Hola, Humberto. ¿Cómo estás? I like the first one from Mountain Town Detail.
Yeah.
Says
Juan
Juan is looking sharp.
Bigote.
Bigote.
Keeping that thing fresh. And then Dabbler saying, hey guys, what's up, man? How are you? Let's see where we are here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. All right. Dabbler saying new stickers.
Yep.
Neil White saying first from Puerto Rico, cool. First from Puerto Rico, giving us a wave and a thumbs up. Dan Pfeiffer says he did not get the email. Dan, did you check your spam folder? It came out about 11 o'clock.
Do you think Dan may have blocked us?
Mountain time.
Do you think Dan may have blocked us?
I hope
he
not.
He may have marked us
I
as
hope
spam.
not. That would not be good.
Potentially.
Got to check your
Maybe.
spam, your clutter, just to make sure. So, Travis saying, yo from AK. What's up, Travis? How are you, man?
Saludos.
Dabbler saying, hey, Umberto. Kirby Thompson says, that's a very nice package. And then Benji Jones, TRC, how are you guys today? I caught you guys live. I really enjoy the podcast and the channel. Very informative. I have 28 items in my cart for the Memorial Day sale. Benji, you are amazing. That is
Benji,
awesome.
I would honestly, you got to round up to 30.
Make
right?
it an even
find,
thing.
Yeah.
Find
Even
2
number.
more things.
Yeah.
Really, get that solid 3-0 in there.
Yeah, that'd be great. And then the boys are just talking back and forth. Travis saying, any tips on polishing plexiglass motorcycle windshields just like headlights?
I've done it. It sucks.
I almost say it's if you
Have
feel
them
like you need
replace
to
it.
polish it, just replace
Have
it.
them replace it. So I tried to change. I went down that rabbit hole actually 2 different times. The most recent time was on my dad's plexiglass windshield that he has on. He is a Vulcan. He's a Kawasaki Vulcan, and it just gets scuffed up because basically what happens right on those, that plexiglass is so much softer than what people actually think it is, right? And so what they'll do is they will get bugs on it, right? They'll wipe it down with a paper towel, right? What does the paper towel do? It's basically sanding it.
Yep.
But it's so bad that you just don't know. I also see guys at the gas station all the time. They take the windshield, they take the scrub, the windshield
Squeegee.
cleaner, the squeegee, and the scrub brush, and they jar it up pretty good because that plexiglass is so much softer than glass. It's incredible. So I've tried to polish it out before. The problem is that depending on what pad you're using and what kind of compound you're using, you may actually put more micro-marring into the plexiglass.
You make more damage
and
than
you'll
you
do more
can
damage
fix.
than you can even try to remove. Because the removing of that marring is actually a lot harder than what you think
There
it's
is a
going to be.
thin line in plexiglass, that you can repair. So if it's into like a severe damage, it might as well just replace it.
Yeah.
But you're right. You can still polish it. But I mean, you don't want to be using like your heavy compound with your heavy micro pad because you're just gonna damage instead of like you said.
exactly.
Yeah, you
Instead
almost
of
gotta
helping
go
it,
with-
you're just gonna ruin it. So yeah, you want to go into a lower. Treat it like if it was a soft, clear coat. Okay, just polish it.
Yeah. Foam
Soft
pad,
pad.
and
Yeah.
polish. But my recommendation is that if you
If
could
you can
tell
avoid
somebody
it.
saying, hey, when you buy a new plexiglass windshield for your bike or you do this, throw some PPF on it.
PPF
man.
on that,
Throw some
yeah.
PPF on it because then at that point, all you have to do is strip that off,
Yep.
put that new sheet on, and
And
you're
there
good to
you go. Yep.
So that's what I would do.
Good
Andy,
idea. Jamie the Cleaner asking, what is the under the radar hot buy for this sale?
Under the radar hot buy.
the microfiber pads.
What's
Yeah,
your-
the new pearl applicator pads.
Microfiber
Those
pads.
are
Yeah.
good.
The
Scrubbing pads.
I'd
the
say
new-
any
the-
liquidator,
yeah,
any size liquidator
Liquidator,
you
yeah,
buy
the
is a
liquidator
hot
is-
buy.
is your
well,
best
we've got
buy.
that new one, the 16 by 16 size. That is actually, I find myself, I can use one of those to dry my wife's Camry.
No way.
One 16 by 16
Seriously?
liquidator. Yeah, it is a thirsty towel, and
It
I'll
is. It's a
use
good
one
one.
of those
Yeah.
to dry the car off, and then I'll grab a 12-12 gauntlet, and that's my wheel towel.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go through, wipe everything
Well,
down, spray it down.
Another 20% off item. So the Detail Factory barrel brush, right?
Ooh, yeah, the
It's a
new
$40
wheel
brush. It's a
Yeah.
$40 brush. It's expensive. 20% off of that.
That's a
not
good
bad.
deal. Yeah,
Right.
That's nice.
So
And you
that
get the
would
2 sleeves with it.
2 sleeves with it, yeah, and 2 of the socks. And so Things like that. I would say like the things where maybe, you've been looking, you're like, dang, I don't know if I want to place a whole order just for
Or
this
even
particular
scan grip
product.
lights.
Can they make an order like for the kids, like the GTECHNIQ, car care kits?
I
don't know.
I don't know. I have to find that out.
I think the kit. I think the kits are still 20% off.
think they are
you can get a
too.
kit. The Smart Sample Kit from GTECHNIQ is a great thing to pick up. I think that's I think we still have them too.
I think we have a couple of them. But
Because it gives you
gives you a tester of everything.
gives you a tester of everything. Try it out.
Yeah.
And what's nice is that it comes with a water spot remover
Yeah.
in it too. And and that stuff goes a long way. One
It does.
spray, 2 sprays, you're good to go. So try those out, Jamie. And then we have Dirk.
Dirk Dew saying hi from Germany. Nice day for all. Thank you, Dirk. Also, I noticed Timo, our homie at Rag Company Europe, and for Germany, our Germany guy, he was hanging out with Dirk, touring
Was
the
he?
shop, checking it out.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Phil Death. Haven't seen Phil in a while. Good afternoon. What would be the recommendation for gum in a fabric seat besides a torch? If you can get, what's the...
Go gun?
Yeah, Goo Gun or the aerosol that freezes. There's
freezes,
a
yep.
freeze spray that you can pick up.
It's the one that you use for your to clean your
The
Keyboard,
electronics
no? Yeah.
keyboard.
Yeah,
Use some of
keyboard.
that. You can spray
like
that.
compressed air.
It's compressed air, but it's there's the propellant in it causes the can to freeze. and
If you
get
flip it
cold.
upside
Yep.
down, or if you just
No,
want
if you just
normal.
use it, you just
freeze
unload
pretty
it.
hard, removes.
Yeah, you can freeze the gum and then just chip it off.
Yeah.
Really
Or
easy.
well, I don't know if I should say this, but hey, what the heck?
Light a cigarette and
Yeah.
just burn the car down.
No, actually, this is something that my wife actually did, and it worked.
Okay.
But after all, we had to clean the vehicle a little bit more because she actually left a bigger mess, but it got cleaned. Tire dressing actually dissolved the gum.
The
Cleaned it
solvent
up,
based
the solvent base. Well, I mean, obviously she didn't spray it on, but she just removed it, and then we had to just remove the solvent out of there. But yeah, that's how she removed
Yeah,
it.
there you go. That's a good idea. All
If you don't have
right.
anything else, I mean,
Yeah.
that was just an option.
Yeah. Benji Jones saying, Levi, I just purchased some really nice seats. Really nice, rare seats for my R32 Skyline
Man.
GTR. What coating should I use on the fabric? The seats are suede.
There's some nice rare. I want to see what pictures of these.
So,
things.
Benji,
Sounds
pick up
really
the Color
nice.
Lock leather and upholstery kit. That's got the Alcantara cleaner, and then I
Yeah.
believe it comes with the waterproofer as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Use.
And that is an aerosol base, and you can spray that on your seats. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it comes with the aerosol waterproofer. That is a good waterproofer by Color Lock.
Even if it doesn't, just their normal waterproof and the spray is fine too.
Yeah, and any water.
But-
the biggest thing, the reason it's aerosol is so it doesn't get it wet. That way it doesn't stain.
And
the
I would
Alcantara.
Benji, I'd just be mindful of. Be mindful of what you're bringing into the seats. That's what I would. I think the biggest
Yeah.
thing to having clean seats is just know what you're bringing in and out of those.
Right. Yeah. Like we were. I was working on my project, right, and I was climbing around on the floor here.
Yeah.
And
then
there
you
were
sit down.
particulates coming down on top of me and on the floor, and I was rubbing around on it.
Yeah.
And then
It was like my Jeep situation.
yeah, exactly. All of a sudden, I was dirty and dusty, and then I had to run to the AutoZone down the street. Had to jump in my car,
Yeah.
run over there, and get some stuff. All of a sudden, I noticed my seats are a little dirty because of that. Now, I've got friends who are mechanics. They hop in their trucks. Their hands are still greasy. They get it on their steering wheel. Maybe they keep the rest of the truck clean, but the steering wheel's greasy. So it goes to what you're saying. Think about your body when you get into that vehicle.
Keep them vacuum, keep them clean
Yeah,
the best you
keep
can.
them clean.
Obsessed Detailing says, oh my gosh. Hey Juan, I thought it was in Spanish.
It is,
Hey
partially.
Juan, como
Andamos. ¿Cómo andamos?
How would you recommend I cater to the Hispanic community when it's sometimes hard for me to recognize that detailing is hard work and isn't cheap? For them to recognize that. Gracias, hermano.
Okay.
How do you gain the respect of the community to let them know that, hey, this is hard work and that my price is worth it?
Okay.
Is that hard?
I'm having a hard time to understand that. So
Okay.
explain to me.
So, Juan, como andamos?
Andamos.
How would you recommend to cater to the Hispanic community? So, how do you sell yourself to otros mexicanos?
Oh, como para. Okay, so
For
he
them to use
just
your
wants to know
services.
like how did he approach
Yeah.
Hispanic, and so they can tell him that their product is not cheap or that their work is not cheap.
Their work is
That their
not
work's
cheap.
not cheap.
That his work is not cheap.
Oh, it's hard, and I find myself that with with my business, trying to focus in Spanish, and coming from a Hispanic guy, we like to do it all.
Yeah.
We like to work hard, but we're also just like anybody else. We don't want to pay as much money for something. So say for example, I explained this to another guy as like, okay, think about us. A guy doing cutting our lawn. It's they're gonna charge us, $30 to cut our yard every week, and when they come every week, that's a lot of money at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, shoot, for that I can spend half an hour and I can just cut my yards. Forget that. But you know what? I don't cut it for 3 weeks, and then I'll just call. I was like, it's gonna be $30. No, it's not gonna be $30. It's gonna be more. So it's like,
Yeah.
crap. Well, okay, just start doing it. But it's hard to get into.
I think just use common sense.
Yeah, common sense. Yeah.
And remember that most of the Hispanic community, like you said, they're going to try and do it themselves
Yep.
a lot of the time. And a lot of the guys will take that on because that's their thing. So possibly maybe have a open house at your shop, bring people
Yeah.
in so they can learn how to wash. Maybe they see.
Oh,
And that's how it was for me.
He's got products, right? So he's got products. So what he wants is that to show their products to the guys. So yeah, it's basically to get into their investment is like trying to find out. Okay, this is my product. This is like 10 times or 3 times more money than what you're buying right now. But this is the difference. You just at that point you just sell in price. So you need to show them the quality of versus that product versus this one. Maybe this little bottle is gonna be 3 times more, but in all reality, it's gonna clean, 10 cars more than the other cheaper vehicle, than the cheaper product. So you just have to sit down and do a demonstration of your products and everything. Yeah.
Well, and then 2 things will come out. They'll either buy product from you or they'll go, well, I don't want to do that. You do it. That's what I noticed.
Well, is it approaching from a salesman perspective or as a detailing
Both ways.
business?
Both.
Literally saying, like, when I would do my coding checks, remember, I would say, come in, I'll wash your car, first wash. I'll show you how to wash it.
Yep.
Here's the products I have. And they'll either buy the products or they'll go, it's too much. That's too much work.
Too much work.
And I'll sell them a maintenance package.
Yeah.
And say, this is what it's going to cost. I'll wash it. Oh, okay. Well, I want my car looking like that. And that's how I was able to do just a lot of folks, period. Didn't matter what race they were or what nationality they were. It's just human. You just see it.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, it's not a race. It's not Spanish. It's just people in general. We like yeah. Sorry.
Dabbler saying perfect time for some scan grip lights. And then PJ Fan saying, good to see the stash on the show today.
Hold on, I have to verify something.
Travis says he'd get some more smittens. And Dan Pfeiffer says, when will PNS TrueView and Dynamic RTU pints going to be available? Thanks. So they are, I believe, in the store now. I'm not sure. Anthony's double checking to make sure on some things, but we'll find out. So the biggest thing is that
we do have the trigger sprayers in.
we have trigger sprayers
Yeah,
in.
I wanted to make sure that they weren't sold out. 5 packs are still available too. Okay.
What about TrueView and Dynamic Dressing RTU?
TrueView.
So we have been doing videos on them. I apologize, guys. Last week we were doing videos with them. We did some videos today with Juan on them, and yesterday. So we've got the basic 2 products. So we're so busy making videos we didn't even notice if stuff's in stock or not. D Mao saying, I did not get my sale email. I checked my spam. Hopefully I'll remember to order something later. Have a great weekend, all. Thanks, man. Yeah,
Amazing.
Very strange. Go back and sign up for the newsletter if you haven't. So Ricky Cologne saying, so you're telling me that another sale coincides with a payday. What to do. And then Dabbler saying, I literally added the IK 5-pack to my cart.
So we're good. We're good on the IK sprayers. We are
already
good.
got them.
We either
Ricky
have
Colon.
them or they're counting on them coming in.
Yes.
And it's this Fast and Furious situation.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
John and some of the boys are going to be taking some Civics to go pick up a car. So I pick up some sprayers. Saludos, TRC gang. Hola, Juan from Ricky Colon.
Rick Colon, hola.
And then Neil White says, every time someone says PNS fast. Yes.
Yeah, penis.
We know.
Goodness.
Adam Hancock. Hey guys, I'm currently in between houses, don't have a garage covered area where I can detail. Does the vehicle have to be inside to apply CSL XOV4? Not necessarily. Find some shade, maybe wet down the area that you're going to be working in so it kind of keeps some of the dust down. Try not to do it in a windy day,
Yep.
but it
And
plays
shade.
pretty nicely.
As long as you do it on the shade, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Kirby Thompson saying, hey, Levi Anthony Juan, Dane, we missed your intro today. See you after the holidays.
It
Thanks.
is not the same without Dane's intro.
I should have made one Spanish intro. you know.
Yeah. Hola, hola, hola. Is
Yeah,
that,
hola.
Hola, 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 hola.
All right, Mr. Trollin86 saying, what's up, TRC and All Season Detail? Love this Memorial Day sale. My cart is filling up fast.
Nice.
Let's see progress on those 3 project rides. Not yet, sir. Not yet.
La mamalona.
Yeah. Shine Your Light Detailing saying, Surf City Garage Paste Wax for YOLO. Mall. That's funny. Ricky Colon saying, Juan, we miss you over here in Puerto Rico. Need to drink some medalas and eat some mofongo next time you're
Oh
around.
yeah, those mofongos.
Mofongo. Well, I love
Yeah,
that
they're
stuff.
good,
It's
good.
so good.
Yeah, we're gonna be going to Puerto Rico pretty soon. Pretty soon, stay tuned. We will be.
Brian Mueller. Matt Mormon has decided to carry Marlex foamers and sprayers over the IK. Wondering pros and cons of the Marlex and the IK products. Anthony.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't know anything
I want to talk about it.
So here's the deal. You guys have all seen the video. Hopefully, if you haven't, go to the Rag Company page, pick up the video where we talk to Matt about the IK.
Well, it was on
It
his
was an
channel.
intervention.
I think it was on his channel.
It's on his channel probably. But point is, we showed up. Anthony really broke it down because we found out he was mixing products wrong. And then we asked, when we found out his point was, it just doesn't foam enough. Well, he was comparing it to an actual foam cannon on his pressure washer. That's the kind of foam that he liked, that style. Now, the foam sprayers from IK produce foam, and they do a great job at it. It just didn't do it like a foam cannon would. Now, all we were trying to do was create it so that people didn't have to stop and keep changing their foam cannons, right? That was the biggest thing. That doesn't make sense to me. And especially like where Juan and I come from, that is a time suck. And it doesn't make sense to have that. So to have a small handheld sprayer filled with your wheel cleaner, your carpet cleaner, maybe an all-purpose cleaner that you need to foam on the vehicle so you can get a little more agitation, that makes more sense to have a couple separate little ones and then use your soap and your foam cannon for your soap, actually. So that was where we kind of came to that sort of situation. Now, as to the Marlex, we've never used them. We don't use the Marlex sprayers, but we have a lot of fun with Matt, and we're not upset. Matt picks what he picks. That's the beauty of Obsessed Garage. If he likes it, he uses it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Not mad.
Well, I can tell you something about those foamers, the IKs. It's some people has the questions about, they stop foaming or they stop working, and well, just like your foamer from MTM or any other, if you don't take care of your product, of your tools, they're gonna stop working. You're putting chemicals in them. So, like, say for example, like your IK, if you put in, all-purpose cleaner in it, and then you just all of a sudden just stop using it, just put it away, wait a week. All that product is in there, and it's gonna stop affecting the foaming process. So yeah, you want to make sure that you open it up, rinse it out, clean it up, and then just store it. Simple as that. Your tools, your stuff will last a lot longer if you just take care of them. They're not meant for life. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. So, Johan Houtecourt. Johan?
What was
Hey,
that?
I use TRC microfibers to buff ceramic. My problem is after that, the car is full of static electricity. Johan asks, what coating are you using? What towels are you using? Each towel is very different. Each coating is very different. Also,
Did you dry your microfiber on?
yeah, did you dry your
Like high heat?
microfibers on
Yeah.
high heat? Did you have what are you doing? There's a lot of things that can come up from that. Also, are you on a floor that generates a lot of static electricity? Are you, there's a lot of different things that can happen and a lot of different things. So it wouldn't be the towels that are causing it to charge the car. It could be a lot of stuff.
Sometimes, and I found that out, those T-shirts, they're like really for sporty.
Performance fabric.
Yes, those things, man. I was wearing one day. I was actually wearing that shirt, and it was really static. So I was always getting shocked while I was wiping it off. The coating was like, what the hell? Until I took that
Shirt off.
literally took it off and put another one. That stopped.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
So there's a lot of stuff.
So,
Here
yeah.
at the studio, we've got our Swiss Trax flooring. And if we walk along it not wearing our Brooks shoes, we wear some other type of shoe, we notice we get a lot of static charge
That's
going
true.
up. So
That is very true.
We'll wash the floor, get it wet, try and dissipate the charge so that it doesn't happen. So there's a lot of different things. So
I'm liking
right.
these stickers, man. Stickers are pretty cool.
David Cervantes is next. Cervantes says, "Hey guys, welcome to the company, Juan. Also,
Gracias.
can I use the IK multi-pump sprayer for
You
expel
can.
slip solution?"
Yes.
Shine Your Light saying he's starting an 92 Mazda Miata
Ooh.
shortly. Reminds me when
Nice.
Dane had his and I had to detail it for him.
That's true. You did.
Shelby Buck, our girl in Emmett, saying, place my order. Needed to restock my bead maker, and I'm trying O&R for the first time. Awesome,
you'll love
Shelby.
it.
Enjoy it. Just remember, 256 to 1, so half an ounce per gallon. That's how you mix it up.
Yep.
All right. Iyaz Ahmed. Yo, what's up, boys? Evolution Detail Industry all the way from South Africa.
Jeez.
Can we discuss pad stall? Iyaz, you got to figure out how to really, it's control. That's it. Every dual action machine is going to cause a bit of stall. It's your technique, and it's learning how to not let that machine stall. That's the technique you got to learn. So work on that. Less pressure. Too many people push too hard on the machines.
You see them?
Just barely hold on to it. Just barely touch it. Just enough to control it. That's all you need to do. Right, Anthony?
Yeah.
All right, Anthony. This is your next one.
Here we go. Hi, guys. I am paralyzed and on a wheelchair. What advice can you give me on how I can best wash my own car? I'm tired of going through car washes. Plus, I enjoy a lot. I enjoy washing my car before I had an injury. Before I enjoy a lot washing. Okay, got it. Gosh, I would probably say that you could absolutely do it. I'd probably say through. Let's see. If he had like a wand, if he had anything that where he could, and also be able to dry the vehicle, right? And so
Yeah.
I think like a blow dryer or
Well, like
at
they've
least
got
Waterless or a waterless wash.
Yeah,
Or waterless
use
wash.
waterless.
Well, I'm thinking if you were to get kind of close to the vehicle, what kind of distance
So
would you need
like
to have?
the Ego blowers have that gutter attachment.
Correct.
It's just a pipe, so you can that way you can reach up high into your gutters. You could put that on there and
Blow the
use
top
that
of
to
the
blow the
vehicle.
top of the vehicle.
Yeah.
You could get some the pole wash pole on a stick. Or the wash mitt on a stick. And
I would say
get
the
those.
wash mitt on a stick. We don't sell them, but
Auto
I
Fiber
think
has a good one.
Auto Fiber has a good one. I would say that would probably make the most sense to me if I were to doing it. So
Yeah.
doing your normal pre-spray, if you wanted to use a pressure washer, just a hose, rinse everything down, and then have your bucket or have a couple buckets there with your wash mitt on a pole and go through and knock out everything that you can, like all the larger side panels, and then go up through close up with like a mitt and then knock out all the intricate areas, right? After that, rinse everything off, try to blow dry everything off that you can. And I don't know how high the vehicle is, but then that's when you just apply your spray sealant or your protective product like you normally would. So just try to go up, spray it down, then take your towel and wipe as far as you can wipe to kind of get your coverage there.
Yeah. The other thing is one thing that I've kind of started doing, you get the longer body brush,
Yeah.
stick a Cyclone wash mitt onto the body brush. So you stick the body brush inside,
Yeah.
and that way you can reach
Tops.
the tops.
The
of
high
it easier.
vehicles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little easier. It's a little more. It's not curved, but it's enough that I can hold on to that brush a lot better. It's just a little more grip than running over it with a pole or something. Or use the body brush for washing a lot of that stuff. The longer ones are great. Reach the wheels, all that kind of stuff. So All right. Tad Scott saying, guys, lost my Schrader valve for my IK Foam Pro 12. I've scoured IK's website and I can't find a replacement. Do you guys have any leads on where I can find one? You could go to Ace Hardware and pick one up, actually. It's just a standard Schrader valve.
Well,
no, it's not. It's actual attached to it. It's a T Schrader. Honestly.
And you reached out to IK? Have you reached out to them?
No, I just scoured the website.
No,
so I would write IK.
I would email them. Yeah, I would email them and see what they can do for you.
Mountain Town saying it's the Revel 4.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Revel 4. So
Revel
is that
4.
going to be your more sporty? It's not. Is it your off-road, on-road shoe?
It's an on-road shoe, but it's a little sportier.
Okay. Yeah,
it's a little lighter.
Is it a 4x4 mode or what?
No, it's just a good all-purpose shoe.
Good all-purpose. Okay, so that's more like a Disneyland style shoe.
Like an all-day shoe.
Like an all-day shoe, cruising around, doing multiple events, hitting some.
Not doing a lot of heavy duty running, but enough to keep you going. You need to go to the gym. You want to do some stuff.
Levi, and now that you've had time to break in a lot of your Brooks, right? You have 4 different styles of Brooks.
No, I have 3 Ghosts.
Okay.
And 1 pair of Hyperion Tempos.
Okay, so if you were to recommend a shoe to get into the Brooks world,
to get started.
In introduction, what do you recommend jumping into?
I'm just going to say the Ghost. It's the best all-purpose setup. It's a 2-3 in their comfort scale, so it's perfect in the amount of comfort. A lot of support, a lot of side-to-side lateral support on those. But it's designed for marathon running, so it's a great shoe. What about you, Anthony?
Honestly, I'm also gonna say the Ghosts. I mean, because I like my other pairs, right? I like them a lot, but there was something about the Ghosts when I put them on for the first time with the grip, the comfort, and we call it the snap.
Yeah.
Basically it takes 0.2 of a second off the whole shot.
That's right.
It's quick. It's quick. It's fast. Like you feel like you can change direction and move.
And you're stable.
Yeah. And you typically have to pay a lot more for that.
Typically, you have to pay a lot for those shoes. So, however, I will say that Revel right now on Amazon, that Revel 4, going for some serious money in the Mountain Town Edition colorway.
Is it seriously?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Is it a hype shoe?
It's a hype shoe right now on Amazon.
Wow.
If you buy it from the Brooks website, I think they're on sale right now, but you can get them for almost 50% less on the Brooks website than what they're going for on Amazon.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy, especially in the Mountain Town color. So,
and you can also pick up some Brooks running socks.
Oh, now, they're so comfortable.
Apparently, this has been a life-changing thing for Levi.
Me and Dane both rocking them glycerin socks. Holy cow, they are insanely comfortable.
Is it really?
They're nice.
Is it sweat?
Let's just say I put on some Nike socks today.
It wasn't
the same. Yesterday I was wearing the Brooks Run Happy socks. That's just right.
And do you feel like the warmth, the comfort,
I'm going to tell you, Anthony, I think you're going to need to pick some up yourself.
Good.
Just for the fact, when we're doing SEMA, when we're doing some of these events, those socks, man, change the difference.
Breathe the building.
Really change the shoe.
Well, I guess it's time for us to order some.
Benji Jones saying, forgot to add Pepsi Mango Sugar. Zero sugar is like crack. Thanks for recommending. You're welcome, Benji. That's what you get from the Rag Company live Q&A. Some of our great sponsors like Pepsi, Brooks Running, and our friends at Koenig Wheels. People started learning what's good. Juan showed me a quote for some wheels he's looking at.
Yeah.
They're Koenigs.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some Koenig oversteers. So we're going to need to get a hold of our buddy Scott.
That is too cool.
So, Jonathan Michael saying, is it bad when you get a whiff of O&R, yet there is no O&R in sight? Yes, it probably means you're having a heart attack.
Probably.
William Quintana saying, how does KCX PSS compare to Solution Finish? Two totally different products.
They're two totally different. It really
Solution
is.
Finish is a trim restorer, and it is a restorative agent for trim. PSS is a protective product that is designed to protect plastics and dress it, not designed to fully restore it. So you'll get some restoration, but not the level that you would on Solution Finish, like that little K-Truck we did. Mm-hmm. We put some PSS on some of the plastics, and it did great and as it penetrated, and it looked awesome. But in some spots, we noticed that it faded a little bit back. Mm-hmm. It wasn't as even, and we thought, oh, man, this is a perfect candidate for Solution Finish.
Correct.
So that's the kind of thing, William. All right, Juan, how do you brighten up dingy, dirty carpets and upholstery like tan and gray? Brian Flowers, how do you clean those up with the tan and gray to get them brighter looking, new looking?
The carpets?
The carpets and upholstery.
Upholstery, well, you just use cleaning the carpet, right? I mean, if you're going to clean the carpet, obviously with steam cleaner. I use steam. I'm a fanatic with steam.
You are?
And yes, I am. Just find your perfect, all-purpose cleaner, and then just go to town. Yeah. And then after that, just use the finisher from PNS. And so the reason why I say to use the finisher is because, sometimes, on the fabrics or the carpet, sometimes, the fabric, the chemicals can actually start, once they're wet, they're working. So when they stop drying, you can see a stain on it, or you don't see them clean. So you want to neutralize. So you want to neutralize the chemicals so that it stop working, and then from there, it gives you the best results. So that's the way I would attack it.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So, Evolution Automotive Detailing. Dang, I ordered my stuff a day early. Guess I better spend some more money this weekend. Sorry about that, man. Again, sign up for the newsletter. Also, usually we try to come up with a sale around some of the holidays, so always remember that. All right. Richards Lewis saying, Lelis. Richard Lewis is a actor, comedian. So,
he is, yeah.
Rickards Lewis, hello from Europe, or Lelis. Hello from Europe. Are the Eagles and Everest an open loop type towel? I find that all sorts of little things get caught in a twist loop towel. Also, what happened to the edgeless minks? So, yes, Eagles and Everest are an open loop type style towel. And the edgeless minks, we discontinued it. We basically have the Minx Royale, so it has a edge. One of the issues we found was a lot of linting issues, quality control issues. That fiber and that weave, it doesn't like being cut.
Well, the ultrasonic cut on the Minx, it was hard because if the laser was too hot, it would basically cauterize it, and to the point where the edge would be rougher on it.
It started to melt.
And if it wasn't as hot, then it may kind of create like a jagged edge on the Minx to where it wouldn't be rough or anything like that. It would just mean that it would start to lend. It was frayed. And so basically the fibers would start falling out. And the Minx was such a microscopic fiber towel.
So much
But it's also, I would say, arguably, it's the softest microfiber towel I've ever felt. Yeah. It is. I'm not going to lie. It is the softest microfiber towel I've ever felt. It was just because of how many fibers there were and because of how dense it was, it would just start to lend.
Yeah.
And so the Minx Royale kind of solved that by throwing on that satin banded edge. So it's still an affordable towel, and I still tell people that the Minx, for any part, is still probably one of my favorite wheel cleaning towels because for the price, it's fantastic. But also, it's one of the only towels that can contour to a wheel spoke like it can do. It's very spongy, meaning the second you go to throw it into a spoke, it wraps around another spoke, and then it wraps around another spoke. It's like a snake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, and it's very squishy when you get it in O&R, so it's great for rinseless washing and stuff like that.
I can throw it into the wheel, basically, and then just kind of when I shimmy it around, I pull it out. And the other thing, too, Rags to Riches restores those towels almost every single time. I've never seen anything like it.
That's amazing.
I think it's because of the fibers on that Minx. Whenever I soak them in Rags to Riches and then throw them in the wash, I almost get every single stain out of those. And I clean my wheels with them. That's how good they are.
Yeah.
I'm using yellow edgeless ones from almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I still use them to this day on my wheels.
That's amazing.
Crazy, right?
But yeah, so that's kind of why. So that was the reason for it. And then Evolution letting Benji know Angel Wax had an awesome coating for fabric and upholstery. Their Enigma Shield, not very expensive either. And then Umberto saying, Juan, also the old less oil trick to remove gum. You dilute it in warm water and spray it. Let it soak for minutes, later scrub. There you go. Thanks, man. And then Rickard saying either Color Lock or KC had something for chewing gum. Yep. And then Nippon saying mustache looking icy. Cool as ice. All right. Umberto says also rubbing alcohol, trick to break the polymers that make the gum sticky. Exactly. It breaks it. And now we're back to page here. Man, we're back to the first page now.
All right. It's Umberto, right?
Yep.
Gracias, Umberto.
And then Shine saying, hey, Umberto, And then Adam Hancock, thanks for the info, guys. I already placed 3 orders this week, and now there's a 20% off sale. Oh, well, guess I'll just have to restock on that 5 liters of GSF and Green Star. That's a good one. 20% off. Get yourself some 5 liters because we've got all the GTECHNIQ products in 5 liters.
I just bathe in it.
We've got all a lot of the color or the Koch stuff, and then gallons. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff.
5
so that's
liters.
Smart.
5 liters of what was I gonna say? GTECHNIQ as well.
Yeah.
Or the larger size, gallon sizes, I should say.
Yep. Danny Israel saying he got the TRC email. Dabbler saying, will you guys be carrying 5 liters of Magic Wheel Cleaner?
We will eventually, yeah.
If so, when? We don't know. Soon, hopefully. But like I said, everything's still... So you guys got to remember, stuff has to get cleared through customs first from Europe to make sure it's safe to transport over water. So sometimes small amounts, it's okay. Other times, larger amounts, insurance goes up. There's a lot of things that can happen. So they just got to make sure. So everything that Koch is sending over, it's kind of in waves as each item gets approved for use in the U.S. So, all right, back to okay. The heck?
Mexico, Fernando.
All right, that's okay. We're back up here to 1. Sorry, guys. All right, Texas DS. That was it, or that was.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is the best rag for drying?
Yeah, there's not the best, but there's the best for your needs, depending what you need.
Yep.
I would say that the best starting towels that we recommend for most people are probably the Liquidator or the Gauntlet. I would say jump into one of those. Doesn't matter which one you pick. I'd probably say the Liquidator might be a little bit more user-friendly.
The Liquidator for me is the towel that we use. I mean, we just start using a lot. It's a great towel. Mm-hmm. I really highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorites now. Hiram saying, how's it going? HTL detailing in San Diego. Hiram, how are you, man? And then Contra ordered the IK foamer to test it out and fell in love with it. I kept on using it on the daily, either for my detailing my cars or using it cleaning the house, i.e. kitchen, bathroom, etc.
Right Heck
That's awesome, man. Good work. And then D-Man Force 4 saying, what's the deal for Memorial Weekend? Well, you get a sticker with every order and 20% off almost anything in the store. So almost everything.
Almost.
So go on the website, take a look, and then you get 20% off, and you can get a sticker.
Do it for the sticker.
Do it for the sticker, most obviously.
Do it for the sticker.
Contra says, as for the IK versus Marlex, have them both. They're both the same performance aside from the 360-degree spray. I still went for the IK. Stack them up against the Marlex. IK looks far better, in my opinion. I agree. I like the aesthetics of it better. Fernando
dice, saludos Juan González, saludos desde Ecatepec, México. Ecatepec, México is from Mexico City. So saludos Fernando, ¿cómo estás?
What's up, Fernando?
Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros.
And then says, saludos a todos.
¿Dónde dice?
And then Mr. Trollin86 letting us know that the Ghost is a champion. His personal favorite, though, is the Adrenaline GTS. Even more ankle and arch support than the Ghost for my flat feet all-day comfort. You're right. Anthony was looking at something. He's been talking about either the Adrenaline GTS or the it's one Dane has, the big one that I talked about.
Oh,
not
glycerin. The glycerin.
The glycerin,
yeah, with the extra cushion. Yeah.
Adrenaline and the glycerins are the next level up from the Ghost in terms of comfort.
Really?
The GTS is they add their guide rail system on the side, so you don't have that lateral support, or you don't lose that lateral support. It increases it even more, so you don't pronate off.
Well, so my Levitates feel more like a traditional, like, sport shoe.
Yeah.
They feel so. In terms of all-day comfort, I can wear them all day. In terms of like the snap, they have great snap. I think they look nice. They have a good look to them. Mm-hmm. But I think the only downside to them is that I was kind of spoiled by the Ghost, the cushion within the Ghost, that floating feeling that I had, and then I threw on the Levitates and I lost that, and I kind of miss it.
Yeah.
And so I think, I don't know, down the road, is it going to be another pair of Ghosts? Is it going to be another pair of Adrenaline GTS? You know, I don't know.
I'm excited to find out. Mountain Town Detail saying the bad thing on the Brooks' website is they only have 3 sizes. Had to search and search to find my size on the internet. That's right. That's the hard part. Here's Dane. Looks like he's having blood forcibly drawn from his body. Just hanging out in the waiting room, waiting to have my blood drawn forcibly. Looks like you guys are doing a great job, though. Thanks, Dane. Appreciate that.
And we hope you make it out alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is, we really don't want you not being around here. All right. G. Davis says, I want to thank Anthony for his expert weightlifting advice. I had 2 40-something single moms invite me to the gym smoothie bar today.
Oh, my gosh.
Very nice.
What's funny, Levi, I don't know if you remember this. So back, and this is I don't want to say back in the day, but so
It is back in the day.
many years ago, right? Let's just say roughly 10 years, actually it was about 10 years ago. Gyms before there was a huge, a huge advent of pre-workout drinks and all the supplements and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Supplements have been around for a long time, but it was never so publicized until probably around the 2010s, 2010, 11, 12, 13. That's when things started getting really, really popular. But before that, right, supplements like protein powder. Do you remember protein powder? From early, it tastes like crap. It was never really that great, right? The pre-mixed ones or the ready-to-drink ones, those were fine. But what was interesting to me is I was actually thinking about this the other day. Most of the gyms around here did have a smoothie bar section.
Right, correct.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. But the ones that we don't have those anymore here. Several
Axiom
ones,
on Park Center still has one.
Axiom, but all the Idaho Athletics
Correct,
lost theirs,
yes.
which is the number one gym
Yeah.
here, which is now Crunch Fitness. And then even the smaller gyms also had smoothie bars, and it was so funny because I remember being going to the gym, getting a workout, and a friend's like, "Hey, do you want to go grab a smoothie from the smoothie bar?"
Right.
And I would say, "Oh, cool. How much is it?" Right. A $14, $15 smoothie later,
yeah.
right? What, do you want 2 scoops of whey protein? I'm like, oh, sure. And they're like, we're going to flavor this with banana and spinach, and we're going to throw whatever else in there. It's going to have plenty of nutrients in you. And I was like, perfect. And I started drinking these things. I was spending, because I was going to the gym like every day, I was spending
$20 a day on smoothies.
$20 a day on smoothies. And I eventually kicked in. I'm like, man, I am spending.
You're like I'm spending $150 a week.
I was working at Lowe's part-time. I was spending more money on these smoothies than I was anything.
You're almost $600 a month in smoothies.
Yeah,
You're like, I could have
my
a new
friends
car.
are like, you can buy like protein powder from the store. I'm like, yeah, it just doesn't taste as good, right? They're like, you could buy a blender, protein powder, and all of the fruit you want and make your own at home. And I was like, you're right, I can do that, right? And it was not even too long after that, probably a year or two later, the protein powder started getting a lot better. Actually, one of my personal favorites, it was made by BSN. It's called Syntha 6. It was one of the best tasting protein powders you can find. It was a red tub, see-through red tub, and they had crazy flavors like chocolate banana and cooked cupcakes and things like that. But they were not very good for you. It was not a very healthy protein drink, but they had it. So, anyways, I thought that was funny. So seeing smoothie bar on there from G just reminds me of all the money I spent back in the day. God.
Imagine if you would have put that on savings or on the stocks, you probably would have
Yeah,
been a
I
millionaire
know,
right now.
right? If I would have listened to my
$600 a
friends,
month.
and they were like, "Hey, I got this weird thing. It's called a Bitcoin. Do you want it?" And they send it to you. I got it on a USB drive. I'm like, "No, I don't want that thing.
Yeah,
Throw it in
right?
the trash."
Could have done that. Dane's Backyard Rubbish says, I saw that OG is going to replace O&R with McKee's N914. I tried it, and it just doesn't do anything vastly better than O&R, so I don't understand the switch. It seems more like soap. I prefer O&R. We're kind of the same. Like Anthony and I have tried N914. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I feel like O&R is it's still just the OG. It does it right, It's like Anthony and I did go deep down the rabbit hole in rinseless washing for a while to just try and figure out what are the competitors, what are they doing that is, that works. And there's nothing wrong with them. It's just that O&R just works. It does it right. It does it well,
works
and there's
great.
not a reason to switch.
And the thing is I don't have anything against any of the McKee's products. I think McKee's makes fantastic products.
Yeah, we like
and you know
McKee's
what?
products.
They also carry our towels. And so I like that entire line. I think that they make really good stuff. I use their tire and rubber cleaner all the freaking time. I really do.
Yeah, I need to get more because it's so good.
I used it on my Ram the other day, and it just melted the dirt off. It was amazing. He says fantastic products. In terms of, but that's where I get, and this I don't want to like offend anybody, but that's where I get very protective of O&R when people constantly compare it to N914, because that battle is
They're chemically different.
They're much different, but this battle is such a like psychological battle in people's heads. It's more so than actually like a result thing. And so they say, well, O&R leaves, for example, I've gotten this whole debacle on Instagram. O&R leaves polymers on the surface. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it leaves polymers on the surface. You're using a polymer product to clean the surface. It's a rinseless wash. You're wiping it off. Well, but it leaves something on the surface. Okay, well, if you're using a diluted soap or diluted detergent-based rinseless or anything like that, you are leaving now soap on the surface, right? Mm-hmm. When you're washing with soap and water, and your water is your final rinse, you are now leaving hard minerals on the surface, right? Whether you think you got them off or not, right?
Exactly.
Even though you're wiping the water dry, right, you still have mineral content still on that surface.
Right, because you still have peaks and valleys, and that stuff's getting caught on your paint.
It's still there.
Exactly.
And people are like, they lose their mind when they hear there's a polymer left on the surface. What is that polymer going to do?
It makes it easier to clean the next time because there's still that on the surface from O&R.
That's crazy. What
when
a
you
ridiculous...
put more O&R on it, all of a sudden it cleans better again.
But it's not going to let my protection stick. Oh, okay, well, first off, how long have we been throwing protection on top of balloon O&R?
How many cars?
How many cars?
Thousands.
So has it ever affected, ever caused a problem?
Nope.
No, it's not going to cause a problem. And people just freak out about that. I'm like, well, first off, I'd rather put protection on top of a soap-based rinseless or a detergent-based rinseless and have that protection go on top of, not go on top of that, but go on a polymer product instead, because I don't like knowing that there's soap residue
It's funny
on the
when
surface.
Detailers try to act like scientists.
Well, and they will. Half the time in detailers, it's just enthusiasts that they hear something and then they just run with it. And so try both of them. Really, try both of them. And then if you get into the whole thing, well, my wash media remains cleaner with this product than this product. So literally, nobody's ever had an issue with the wash media becoming dirty with O&R and the releasing of that or anything like that. I'm more concerned when you go to wipe a panel with a rinseless wash, right, and there's nothing on the mitt.
Right, correct.
I am most concerned about that.
Yeah, because it means it's not washing anything
Because
off.
that means it's not getting anywhere. That mitt or that microfiber or that towel is the most absorbent thing, is your thing that's going to pull things off of the surface, right? Because if it's not pulling it off the surface, it's either masking it or it is, literally gliding over the top in not an effective way. And so I don't know what else to say, man.
There you go. You know what I say? It's time for a break.
Let's go to a break.
Let's do this. All right, guys, we're going for a quick break. We'll be right back.
All right,
Stay tuned.
Hello.
See you in a sec.
Hello, and welcome to a promo for our new series called Satisfying Saturdays. Now, what are Satisfying Saturdays? Well, I'll tell you. They're a little bit of audio, a little bit of video, put together in a satisfying combination while we do some sort of detailing on the side there, you could say. It's ASMR adjacent. So it's not going to be perfect ASMR, but it's mostly just going to be sounds of brushes and foam and water and detailing products. Just a very satisfying combination of all the things you love about detailing without any of the, noise that you don't want to have in there, right?
Oh, that didn't sound good.
Something you can just relax to, put on in the background. I don't care how you watch it, I just care that you watch it. So, that's really all there is to say about it. Check it out, I think you'll enjoy it.
Hey guys, Levi with the Rag Company. Have you ever wondered what it takes to turn a car from a zero to a hero? Have you ever wondered, can you buy a car and fix it back up and then resell it for a lot more money? Well, if those are the questions you've been asking, have I got the show for you. That's right, we here at the Rag Company bought ourselves a project car, and over the course of the next year, we're gonna be doing all kinds of cool stuff to it. We're gonna be polishing it, we're gonna be cleaning it, we're gonna be putting new parts on it, fixing the wheels, fixing the interior, fixing the dings, fixing the dents, fixing the clear coat, all that stuff. We're even gonna be cleaning the windows. Can you believe it? And we are gonna be finding lots of fun parts to put on, kind of personalize it, and make it our own. That's right, it's TRC Rex. That's what we've been calling it, and it's a pretty rad little car. And we're hoping to turn it from a zero into a hero.
Hey guys, Anthony with the Rad Company, and have you checked out our Instagram? You haven't? You have. I'm not really sure, but it is arguably the most entertaining Instagram page of all time. It's hilarious. There's tons of cool towel posts and detailing products, and I'm not really selling this, am I? Not really? Okay, well, it's a really cool page where we post a ton of sale content as well as cool pictures of new products and new releases and kind of everything we do there. And we also host the Grand Ambassador program on there as well, which is our take on a sponsorship. Now, to learn more about the Grand Ambassador program, just check out the link down below in the description, and it'll take you to one of the main pages that kind of talks about the program and what we do, but is ultimately our take on a sponsorship. And we've had plenty of Grand Ambassadors watching this show with you right now. So you can check out our Instagram in the links below. Make sure to check it out. Give us a follow. I think that you're really gonna like it.
All right, welcome back to the second half of Q&A Thursday, the fun half.
Is this actually where it starts getting pretty fun?
Yeah, so, all right. Anyways, you guys are wondering if you're just tuning in, Dane is not here anymore. We sent him, we kicked him out. Juan moved into his office, and
moved his office, moved him out, and Dane's now in Hawaii. You know,
right.
I hear he's actually raising
life.
sea turtles.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know he just got there, but
basically, it's a combination of that and then watching reruns of Herbie and the Love Bug.
Ah, perfect. One of his favorite Disney movies ever. So, all right, Hugh Madrigal, sup, dudes? I recently cleaned my windows with quadruple aught steel wool and clarity cream. I had steel wool floating around on the glass. Are my towels okay to reuse after I wash them, or should I downgrade them? Well, here's the deal. If you're going to use steel wool, yes, it does clean your glass very well, and yes, you will have some particulates. What do? Well, I have an air compressor. So you know what I do? I take it and I blow off that steel wool off the surface. You could use a blower, a leaf blower. You could use you could get a little compressed air sprayer that you get for the keyboards. Blow that off. Get it off first if you want to reuse those towels for something else.
Because if you use that towel, just might as well just throw them away.
Yeah, just know that, the way I do it is I use my glass towels. And if I'm going to use a towel to wipe that off, that's going to be like Juan said, I throw it away, toss it. Don't worry about it. All right. Let me see here. Sorry about that. Okay. G. Davis says, Dane Show, I hope your copay is reasonable.
What a comment.
That was nice. Very nice of G. Davis. Always got the heart thinking about
reasonable.
it.
Who says that?
Yeah.
I love it.
Matt Gibb, our buddy in Australia, says, hey guys, I had a great conversation with Mark Perch yesterday. Great guy. Using encapsulation technology will make the carpets softer and cleaner the more you vacuum after you do the process. It brightens them. And Actichem ultrafine fabric is my main encapsulation product of choice. Going back to that, cleaning the light colored seats and stuff. So Matt Gibb was saying he had a conversation with Mark Perch. Mark Perch of AU Car Care Co. Or Car Care Co. is our main Australian distributor for Australia and New Zealand. So
yeah, they're the same country
over there,
according to Dane.
Apparently, so to Dane, they are. So.
All right, so next up here, we have Seth Price says, is the future of detailing headed to dry ice cleaning? Thoughts and opinion on the investment of the new 022 Evo or any other machines? So in my opinion, I think that it's not, I don't know if it's the future, but I think it's finally being publicized right now. So we had our Subaru dry ice blasted. It's amazing. Honestly, it's such a cool thing to see that being done. And now in terms of spending $10,000 on a machine, I think there is probably not a ton of people that are going to make that investment, let alone customers that might even request a dry. I think unless you're a true car enthusiast or somebody that's really wanting that done,
Correct.
the everyday customer, the soccer mom, whatever it is, and you say, you want me to dry blast your undercarriage?
Saying that to the soccer moms a lot.
I want you to dry
Don't
blast
ask the
it.
soccer moms to dry blast their undercarriage, but you know what I'm saying.
So,
Oh my god.
so here's the deal, Seth. So I was looking into dry ice blasting almost a decade ago.
Okay. How
And
much was it to get into that?
$10,000
Okay,
for
so-
a machine
okay.
to get started. Matt and I looked at those because of the fact that Paul Dalton had started using one, and we were like, wow, this is a really good idea. We saw the way his unit was designed and how he was working, and we thought, man, that could be pretty good. We could not pressure wash a car
Yeah.
because we could just dry ice blast it. Then we started realizing the actual cost and the equipment needed. So the equipment's expensive. The thing that most people don't realize is dry ice is a ultra consumable product, meaning that it melts the moment you get it. So
Yeah, correct.
you buy a big freezer to put everything in, but what most people don't realize is the box that they send you to drop off that dry ice, it's still highly volatile. So if you leave it for the weekend, you lose 30% of the product just through evaporation and through
Just like
melting.
that.
Well,
So you
yeah.
have to continually work while you have dry ice to utilize it. Also, the machine will freeze up.
And then also, ice can actually go bad. Dry ice can
Exactly,
actually go
yeah.
bad the longer it sits. So if you're
Yep.
not consistently using it as often as you need to, while they say you can store it for a long period of time, we found that even our dry ice blasting business here locally said, hey, my ice was bad. I had to get new ice. And we said, how does your ice go bad?
Yeah.
And he explained that if it can melt and refreeze and if for some reason it doesn't hold up, the pellets are not good anymore.
No more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so
It's-
there's
it's very
lot of
interesting.
it's a lot of stuff. Also,
That's very
like where
interesting.
we are here in Idaho, and Seth, I know you live here. We can't get dry ice delivered in the quantities to use a dry ice machine, except on Fridays.
Yeah.
They deliver to Boise on Fridays, and it is just there is not in some of the bigger metropolitan areas. It's probably a little easier, but in some of our in our area, it's a lot harder to do. And same with Juan. If you're in Idaho Falls, it's probably going to be the same
Yep.
kind of difficulty if you did dry ice blasting. So.
But would I dry ice blast everything if I could? Heck yeah, man, that's
Yeah,
just
it's
amazing.
pretty
I mean, if you
rad.
have
Like,
it,
it's
yeah,
really
why not?
We
rad.
did it done on the Subaru's engine and the undercarriage. I mean, honestly, it's crazy. I mean, the amount of elbow grease that it
undercarriage.
takes out of the situation.
Yeah.
And just to be able to shoot that, it's very impressive. And I would say down the road, what I imagine it's going to happen is the more that this kind of catches on, the more it gets publicized, more people are going to be doing it. I think that there is going to be cheaper alternatives that are going to be here on the
probably
market.
will.
As it
I-
goes, it gets more popular. Machines will get cheaper.
If it's even like reasonable for a company to even try to make it for
Right.
cheaper. And so
Well-
if right now our starting is baseline, let's say is $10,000, I imagine that eventually
It's been 10 years since it's first really
It's
started
been 10
gaining
years
traction.
since you.
So
since
do
I
you,
started
so do
looking
you
into
think
it.
that there could be a
Still been
$1,000 machine?
$10,000.
I
in
think
the
there
future?
could be a $1,000 machine in the future. I could also see if those machines get down to that price, I could see the amount of dry ice delivery and storage and things coming up because
Going
of
up
the,
price.
the more
Well, and then
use of the
maybe
machines.
even a business, that specialized in that, right? In terms of fast delivery for dry ice, right? They see it's the same thing with like a deionized water,
Yep.
right? Things like that were
The
whatever it
machine
might
will
be.
go lower, but the price of the ice will go up.
Well, another cool thing too is dry ice blasting does not just apply to auto detailing. You can use dry ice blasting in
anything.
a lot of industrial use.
Yeah.
And so what we're seeing is dry ice blasting can be used in food and things that involve food
Yep.
because technically it's a clean way
yeah,
of doing
where you
something.
go clean a kitchen or
it can
clean countertops.
Yes, and it can bring it can bring that back to life. It can also be used in like factories to clean out machines, like mixing machines,
Yeah.
like industrial mixing machines can be cleaned with dry ice, which is kind of cool too.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty
there's
rad.
A
It's
lot
of stuff.
involved.
Britt Strong saying, you guys kick ass. If I'm prepping a truck without any prior coatings of wax or sealant, do I need to do both a chemical and physical decon? Yes, I probably would, just because, whether it be just simple as APC to an iron remover or mechanical. Like it just depends on the damage on the vehicle. Like when I bought my Camry, it was a used vehicle. First thing I did was do all three of those things. before I even started. Just because I didn't know what was on it. I didn't know what the dealership had put on it. I didn't know what the auction had put on it. I didn't know. So same kind of thing. Juan, you did that with your car.
Yeah, it's when you purchase a vehicle from someone else, you don't know exactly what they put it. If they polished it or they buff it with all-in-one product.
With a bunch of fillers or something.
With a bunch of fillers, and you think you just washed it. You just did a chemical clay. Clayed it, and then you just put your prep, product, and then you start coating. You start seeing a lot of haze, and it's like, what the heck happened? Is it the towel? Is this and this? Because this happened to a guy, and until I start talking to him, he's like, oh, I use this product. But then again, this is what I'm saying is, you don't know what they put on the vehicle. So yeah, do chemical decontamination and mechanical decontamination. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's good use to do that. Cameron Messina. No, I forgot it was Thursday. Now I'm 50 minutes late. Oh, well, I'm placing an order here soon, so I'll see you guys Friday and bug you then instead. All right, man. Sounds good. And then back to page 1. D-Man Force wondering 20% off when?
Now.
Right now.
Right now. At the ridecompany.com.
Till Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. Mountain Time. We'll say that.
Yeah.
You get your sticker.
Got my turn.
Yeah. So just an idea to find an odd trader valve assembly. I would check an HVAC, a refrigerator repair, and a supply hose or house. Yeah, they might have it. I don't know. I don't know if that was a proprietary fitting that they made. I don't know. It's kind of odd looking, and it's a plastic fitting that needs the proper thread pitch. And I don't know.
Yeah.
John Brooker.
Go ahead.
He says, Brooker. Says, what's your advice on finding a mentor, volunteer, etc. to learn the detailed business? Good idea or not necessary?
Very good idea. Very good idea.
Okay. Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Do you want to teach? So if you were as a mentor, would you teach somebody all of your tricks, Juan? Would you teach somebody all of your tricks?
Yeah.
I'm actually doing mentor to a lot of people.
Really, you are very good. That's amazing.
So even in my local area.
So they're out there. So I would say to do it. Then we have a poet. What the heck
Poets
is it?
Femel.
Poet Sentinel?
Femel. Poets Femel.
Oh, okay, see.
Is it safe to wash my beadmaker towels, waterless wash towels, and wash mitts together with R2R? I blow dry my car, so no drying towels involved.
You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine, man. Don't worry about it. And then D-Man 4 says, thanks, guys. You're welcome, man. And then G. Davis. Would you guys bother polishing the clear plastic instrument panel cover or just replace it?
Just
New one costs about $40. Just replace it.
Just replace it. G.
That's what I did. I found one at the junkyard.
Yep.
Anthracite saying Green Star or MZR. What to choose? MZR, I don't know what that is.
What the heck is MZR?
It's probably a Coach product that is not available in the U.S.
Probably. So it seems to be the case with all these other ones.
G. Davis says, following your lead, I noticed that Jimmy Ellis is now endorsing LA Gear shoes.
I saw Jimmy. I see him, dude. I see him all the time.
Yeah.
I see him all the time. And the thing is he'll drive.
George Foreman.
What was that?
He fought George Foreman.
He's my neighbor. He fought
He's
George
his neighbor.
Foreman. Yeah, I punched him in the face, but he lost the fight admirably. But I see him driving all the time. Sometimes he's with it, and sometimes he's not. So like he'll drive by, and I'll be like, Jimmy, and I'll like wave him, and he drives like this in his PT Cruiser, and he drives like this. And just drives past me. Doesn't say anything.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what the heck, Jimmy? And then other times I'll be like, Jimmy, and I stand there, hey, yeah, right on. And he's like, get after it. And I'm like, what is he talking about? He just drives.
You're standing there with
he's
the hose
doing this out his
watering your
window
lawn.
as he's driving by. He's all jacked up, and I'm like, that's awesome. So I think I just got to catch him on a good day. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. All right. Flex Rupes Shather giving us a rose.
What? Oh.
Adam Hancock saying, last time Andrew with Kosh was on the show, he mentioned something about waiting on a boat with new products to come over. Does that mean we could soon get Top Star or Paste Wax? So, Paste Wax, yes. That is what is in that
Top Star,
container.
they're still teasing us with.
Top Star, man, I cannot wait.
It's like, Top Star is like the girl that we had for a little bit, and then she said, hey, I'm going to go experiment And so she took off, and we're like, "Hey, when are you gonna come back to me?"
Yeah.
And well, that was just because we had one bottle.
We only had one bottle, and you and I had to share
Used it all.
You and I had to
And
share
we're like,
it.
"Can we get more of that
shared it.
top star?" They're like, "No, you used it all." And so I'm like, "It's like the girl that went away. Maybe she'll come back someday."
Oh, this just in from Keith at PNS.
Oh, here we go. TrueView and Dynamic pints are inbound soon. Waiting on labels. So
Ooh, there you go.
From printer. So basically, I think they just need to print the labels and they'll be on their way.
There we go.
We did have, technically, we had a batch that was shipped to us. We don't know what the heck happened with it.
Yeah.
Something.
I think it
was
got
a Fast and Furious situation.
I think it got repurposed
Fast and
for
Furious.
Somebody
to
else
go to
stole
Amazon or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It got sent probably to Mexico.
Yeah. Despacho saying Anthony speaking facts.
I'm not even speaking facts. I'm just trying to just calm people
Facts.
down.
Jamie the cleaner saying tremendous O&R rant. This better get clipped. Seabass, make sure you do that.
I don't want it to get clipped.
Jeff C asking, any word on when the Minx Royales will be back in stock? They are one of the few TRC towels that I haven't experienced yet. Thanks for the recommendation on coating size. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Jeff. No idea at the moment. We've got, like we said, we're behind on a lot of different things. And the hard part is not that we're behind, it's that shipping is so much behind.
Mm-hmm.
So remember that boat was blocking everything, right? So the problem with that was that caused a massive ripple effect in what was already a supply chain disaster because of the amount of businesses trying to get caught up, trying to get raw materials, get all this stuff. Not only were they already struggling, but then that backed up. So what we have is we've got containers full of towels, full of products
Plush
in
towels.
various ports
Soft plush towels.
to various countries
Yeah.
that are just stuck. Why? Because the ship has, let's say there's 500 containers. Let's just take, this is not real numbers. Let's just take, for instance, Anthony, you own a ship. Your ship sails.
captain.
You're captain of a ship.
Oh, I like this.
You
yeah.
sail between the UK and New York, right? That's what you do. Anthony, how many of those containers can you hold on your ship? Let's just make up a number.
5,000.
Okay. Guess what, Anthony?
What's that?
I've got 20,000 containers sitting on the dock with your name on them that you need to get to the UK.
Ooh, but I can't do that right now. I got 5,000.
Okay, well, grab this 5,
Okay.
go to the UK, drop those off.
Listen, man, this is going to take you a long time.
Just so
to
you
do
know,
this.
I got all these. We got to get them over
Okay.
there. So,
All right, well, here's the deal. I got a vacation coming up as
yeah,
well
okay,
with my
that
family.
we've still got 15,000 that are
yep.
going to be sitting
Nope,
here
you
waiting.
Still have them
And
there.
I got to catch up on about 2 months worth of
Rag
sleep.
Company UK is waiting on those
Yep.
towels.
I'm sorry, man. I just can't right now. So it's going to be a while. So what does
Ching,
that mean?
get
for,
that soon. That'd
What
be
does that
great.
mean for the retailers?
They're waiting on their towels. So,
Dang.
yeah, Juan's got a boat too. Juan's got his boat. He's waiting on. He's ready to go. How many towels cases can yours carry?
Oh,
How many containers?
10,000. Oh,
10,000?
1,000.
1,000.
1,000.
Only 1,000.
Yeah,
Okay,
'cause it's a
Juan.
small
Just so
boat.
you know, I've still got 15,000 that I need you to do too. So you got to make 15 trips, and I need them all
yes,
within the next 3 weeks.
I can. It takes me about a week over there, so come back another week. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay,
I don't
well
know.
we've got all the. It's
Horrible
still waiting.
situation.
So
You know what also
That's
is
what's
stuck on a
happening.
ship?
It's literally what's happening.
Koenig wheels are stuck on a ship.
Koenig wheels are stuck on a ship.
I need a new
Kid you
set.
not.
And
My
I can't
city
even,
wheels.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can't even get a set of wheels right
Yeah,
now.
he can't get a set of wheels.
Everything's
Juan went to
stuck.
go get a set of wheels, and they're like, "Oh, they're
My
back ordered.
bet
We're waiting
set
on an order."
still
So
waiting.
his wheels are still on that ship. There's a lot of stuff. So that's the problem.
It
so
is. It's
we
a
don't
big
know
problem.
when that stuff's going to be arriving because of such a back order on these.
Ooh, I got G.
orders.
Davis with a good question here. Levi, would you please use your Pepsi
Hold on,
influence?
Hold on.
Would you?
We got a Dane show one here.
Dane. Yeah, Dane says thank you for the O&R rant. No problem, Dane. Did
All
it for
right.
you. Levi, would you please use your Pepsi influence and find out exactly when Baja Blast Zero is returning? Thank
returning.
you.
I'll get right on that, G.
Yep.
G. Davis with the real questions. Dane is in Hawaii filming Aloha Herbie 2. Herbie got someone pregnant.
Oh my God, that's great. That's awesome.
Cameron Messina asking if you guys tried any graphene products. If so, what were they and how did you like them? I recently used Turtle Wax Max Wax. It's a mouthful. And I liked it, but we'll see how it holds up.
So we've got a couple products here that we've been playing with. We've used them. Graphene quick detailers, graphene spray, graphene. I think we even have like a tire coating.
Yeah,
we got a couple different things that we've been kind of playing with. And I don't know.
We don't know. Honestly, literally, we don't know.
I don't know. Just think about it.
All right, Kirby Thompson. If TRC does not have the pint of dynamic dressing, a gallon goes a long way. What are the primary uses of that product? Thinking of just going deep into the gallon. So Kirby, it'll make 40 pints. That gallon makes 40 pints of product. So here's the deal. I like taking dynamic. I use it for tire dressing, for inner fender well dressing, for exterior dressing, for interior dressing. That's what I use to wipe down door panels, dash. And I mix it 5-to-1 if I want it very shiny. If I want it lighter than that, I do like 7, 8-to-1.
So you have different bottles. So one bottle with one dilution for tires, one bottle with one dilution for interiors, and one bottle for another dilution for some customers that don't like so much shine or gloss in it.
There you go.
Yeah. So you can dilute that for like 1 to 10, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go like 1 to 4, 1 to 5 on tires,
Up
engine
to 1 to
bays,
10.
exterior plastics. And then if you want to do like interior and you don't want that, 10-to-1 works great. So, all right. Dane Show says, dry ice too tough. Time to sandblast some soccer mom undercarriages.
Oh, man. Oh, Dane.
G. Davis says, question for Juan.
Uh-oh.
Was it difficult removing the chicken rotisserie and toe fetish posters when you claimed Dane's office?
No.
So we used to joke that Dane had a rotisserie chicken cooker in his office.
Oh, no, I left it there.
Yeah. Juan likes the chicken,
I like
man.
chicken, man.
I was like, oh. Rob Paz saying, hello, TRC crew. Rob Paz from rainy Chicagoland, enjoying another great Thursday Q&A. You all have a great day. Thank you. And then D-Man Force. What's the best way to get into polishing? I don't want to mess up the paint on my 2021 Trailblazer. D-Man, grab yourself basically
Junkyard hood.
Get yourself a junkyard hood. Pick yourself up a polisher. You can go to Harbor Freight and get a short throw dual action polisher and get started using that. You're not going to hurt anything. Use little to no pressure and just learn how to handle the machine.
The pressure on the machine sometimes, it's it all depends on the machine, the weight and everything. Sometimes, we tell the people, on the trainings, we tell them, okay, you have to put just your hand pressure. But, my hand pressure is not the same hand pressure as his hand pressure.
Right.
So you have to learn your machine and understand the machine. So when Levi is telling you go grab a hood and start practicing, is so you can understand the capability of the machine and your weight and the pad, so you can understand the method that you're going to be using, and then from there go to town.
Yeah, and another thing is you can pick up like that Porter cable 7424 is a great little machine. You can pick it up, put a 5-inch backing plate on it, run 5-inch pads, and it's good. And then if you get good with that, get yourself a nicer long throw polisher, bump that turn the Porter cable into a 3-inch polisher, put a 3-inch backing plate on it. And that really lights that little machine up. And now you have a 3-inch machine and you have a newer long throw. But that's the easiest way. You're not going to damage anything. You're going to make it better. You're going to see the reaction of it. So it's pretty cool stuff. So Britt Strong saying a shout out to British Knights, the BK shoes.
Oh,
Did you ever use BK or wear BKs?
No.
Oh my gosh, that's from when Juan and I were kids. British Knights. Those were they were like the LA Gear.
LA Gear.
You could pick them up at Payless Shoe Stores.
yep.
And the British Knights BKs were the
Hold on.
nice stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I know. So I think I know.
BK.
I think I remember the logo.
So I went to high school at Bishop Kelly, and ours was BK.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't wait to wear some British Knights when I walk into Bishop Kelly when I become a freshman.
So, but they were a Payless. Were they a
1994.
Payless exclusive?
I don't think so. I think you could buy them
Okay.
at all the different department stores.
I'm
but
trying to see if I can
Payless sold
download
them.
the
Yeah.
picture.
Because Payless also had LA Gear.
You're
And
correct,
Payless also had the light up shoes. And they also had my favorite thing from
G.
Payless.
Davis, big fan of the British Knights.
So do you know
And
that?
Ruse.
I don't know what
Britt's
Ruse
saying
were.
zips now. Ooh,
What were zips?
that's another type of shoe.
How old is this guy?
G Davis is a little older than you and me.
So, yeah.
All right, G. Davis, while Juan's looking that up, says, I don't have a lot of faith in Anthony's boat captaincy when he's staring like driving Miss Daisy.
That's the only boating I've ever done, really, has been in Disneyland. I'm pretty sure it was an automated ride.
Grant Hawtrey say, morning, gentlemen, and to the G detailer, Juan.
British Night. I'm going to look that up on my end.
All right. D-Man Force 4. Will clear coat peel on an old Pontiac Sunfire affect polishing for learning? Well, you're not going to have any clear coat. Clear is what you polish. If you get to the paint on the hood, you're actually going to start removing that paint, the color itself. So clear coat's peeled off. All that's left is the color coat and then a primer coat. You will remove that color coat. So yes,
British Night shoes weren't that cool. They didn't look
no,
like that.
The 1994, they were the dope stuff.
No, but they didn't look like that though, because those
are
look
the
like
new ones.
Those look like Osiris's.
Those are the new ones. That's why.
See what I mean?
Oh, Umberto saying yes, the British Knights.
Yep.
So, yeah, we used to. I always liked those, but I was a
Oh my
Reebok.
God! 1980s British Knights vintage, $3,500.
Yeah, there you go.
$3,500?
Found some on eBay.
Hold on, let me see if I can. Is there a zoom in on that? Is this really white? Yeah, maybe you can bring that up to there. No, up to that one, right up next to you.
shit.
There you go. There you go. Back up a little bit. There you go. Can I get to focus
Keep
a little
going,
bit?
keep going. A little more. Stop there. See if it. There you go.
Wow.
$3,500, $28 shipping. Great price.
Holy smokes! Imagine buying those shoes back in the 80s and be like, oh, I forgot all about these shoes.
I'm gonna keep these.
And then realizing that they're worth $3,500.
That's a ton of money. That's great.
Oh man!
See, we could save our shoes.
Yeah, we need to save our
Crazy.
shoes. Well, there you go. I think we're right at the top of this thing. So, Chum Bucket saying, "Say, TRC gang, saludos."
These are the
What's
questions I like
what's
most.
your favorite sauce that goes with anything?
Okay, Levi, you go first.
Tajin.
Barbecue sauce,
Man, I
ketchup?
like ranch and
Ranch.
fry sauce.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
I'm an HVR
And then,
man.
okay, you're an HVR guy. And then fry sauce. Do you like going for like a more of a general recipe?
I like a basic fry sauce without horseradish in it.
Gotcha. Juan,
I
what
think
do you,
it's not good.
One sauce rule at all. It could be hot sauce, could be anything.
Tapatio.
Tapatio on everything?
On anything.
Really?
There you go.
Yes.
See that?
On
Have you-
fruit,
Have you ever had
on breakfast, on dinner.
Eggs?
Yeah, anything.
Eggs?
Yeah.
I like I had
Tapatio?
Tapatio. I used to put Tapatio on my burgers.
Do you know that when I go
Delicious.
to Latin America, they don't believe or they don't have hot sauce.
Really?
So Colombia,
They have, like,
Peru.
chimichurri.
So yeah, so
Right.
now I always carry my little
Bring your own
tapatio.
tapatio.
So
sauce.
what do you? So if you had to choose, Valencia, Tapatio, Cholula. In
Cholula,
order.
it's actually much tastier, but I
More
still
flavor?
like tapatio.
Still like Tapatio.
Yeah.
So for me, I would say in terms of sauce that I can put on anything. So here's my problem. I love Tabasco sauce. I really do. But anything you put Tabasco sauce on just tastes like
It's just,
Tabasco.
yeah.
The
Right.
vinegariness,
It overpowers.
it overpowers everything.
It's the
so
vinegar
I can,
on that.
So I can put Tabasco on just about anything and I'll like it. It just doesn't have that flavor. It doesn't complement it.
On fry sauce, your fry
Mm-hmm,
sauce, put tapatio in it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And then
Just
I
give you
think-
that little spice.
I think sriracha is too much of like a hipster thing to say.
Sriracha.
I don't like
I think
sriracha.
it's you don't like sriracha. I would say that like honestly, mine, as strange as this is, I can put soy sauce on just about anything and like it. I'm a huge fan of soy sauce. I know it sounds crazy, right? But I put soy sauce in so many different things. It's nuts. It's just a flavor thing. It can be cooked to perfection. You can be used in so many different ways.
Just-
I put soy sauce in those Portuguese beans. Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
It was delicious.
There's a small amount of soy sauce. We didn't put it.
They're like he made borracho beans. That's
But,
what he made his Portuguese beans.
Frijoles. What are they called? Frijoles.
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 Frijoles. Fritos.
Fritos.
Frijoles gringos.
Tommy Tang saying, if O&R is the only wash system I have, what process and tools, sponges, microfibers, etc., should I use for a super dirty car that's dirty from hitting the trails? I do have access to a pressure washer, though, from those self-wash places. Easy. Take a bucket of O&R, put it in your car, go to that self-service car wash, pressure wash all the dirt and dust off. Just use the high pressure water and do that. And then take your IK sprayer, spray it down with O&R, stick your sponge, your UBS, your BRS, whatever, your towels, and then just go to town there. Wash it, dry it, call it good.
We got
Are you answering the mayo ketchup question?
We can, yeah.
Oh, no.
So, here we go.
Oh, you're talking with Tommy Tang. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Humberto says ranch goes a long way. You're right. It does.
It does.
Adam
Ooh, Adam's a
Hancock
Cholula guy.
is a
Okay.
Cholula.
Cholula.
Dane
Oh, yeah.
Show says, leave the boating to me, Skipper. Okay. First from Puerto Rico, Humberto says, here, we like different, like ajillo or ajillo or mayo ketchup, too. Mayo ketchup is fry sauce.
Yeah.
Mayo ketchup is
It's
fry
literally
sauce.
fry
It's
sauce,
fry sauce.
Puerto Ricans. It was developed in Idaho.
Idaho, yep. It's mayonnaise and ketchup
Yeah.
as
Mayo
fry
ketchup.
sauce.
That's the basic
That was
fry
so
sauce.
funny. When
Have
Levi
you noticed that when you go out of Idaho
You don't
and
find
you
it.
go to like Burger King or McDonald's and it's like, hey, can I get some fry sauce? What's that?
Yeah.
It's like, just fry sauce. You don't have
Yeah,
fry
we go
sauce?
to Atlanta. We go
Give
to...
me,
Yeah.
give
They
me
don't
some
know
mayo,
fry sauce.
They don't
give me
get it
some
anymore.
ketchup, and I will make the fry sauce for
They
you.
look, they look at you weird. It's like, oh
Yeah, we
yeah.
go ketchup and mayonnaise,
This
please.
ain't
And
Idaho.
they're like, all right. And they watch you mix. What are you mixing up? Oh, it's fry sauce. Popular in Idaho and
Yep.
Utah. So, yeah. But then I go down to Puerto Rico. I go eat with Ueme. And they're like, this is mayo ketchup. This is something that's a very Puerto Rican thing. And I was like, oh, and I open it up and I was like, what is it? And they're like, it's mayo and ketchup mixed together. And I was like, it's fry sauce. It's fry sauce. So,
Pretty good.
And our Mexican
great
fry
minds
sauce-
think alike.
Britt Strong says
I'm sorry.
Tapatio. Ooh, what do we got here? Truff says Tommy Tang. He follows
Truff.
up with something else later. And Dane laughs and blood loss. Britt Strong says Tapatio mixed with mayo or sriracha and ketchup. Sriracha and ketchup is delicious. I have done that. We got fry sauce's boss, says Dane. And then Jordan Nicholson says, what compounded pad for the DA polisher have you found works best for hard paint?
The microfiber pad on hard paint, microfiber cutting pad, and like DA course or last cut work. Rupe's DA course work great on those types of paint finishes. Thing to remember: wool is great on soft clear. Microfiber is what you use for hard clear to cut.
Yep.
Because if you use microfiber on soft, it really doesn't. It micromars the snot out of
The
it.
margin.
It's a lot more work
Out of
for
your
you.
thing. So that's always a good rule of thumb. Wool for soft, microfiber for hard. G. Davis says, Juan, what are the typical mistakes you've seen beginner detailers make?
Well, one of the things that I see the beginners detail do, it's lower their prices, start their prices low, and then when they realize it, they want to higher their prices, and that's the biggest mistake they do. So one of the things that I recommend to people that are starting this business is look at your area and say, for example, if your area for example, interior detail, they're charging 125, well then price yourself 125. But I know probably you're not gonna be getting a lot of customers, but then hey, that's when you give a discount, like a promotion discount price. Okay, now it's gonna be for this year, it's gonna be 100. Why do I tell you this? Because that's exactly what I did. I did it for cheaper, but it was with the promotion. After a year, once they got to know me, I raised my prices back to where they were, and that's how you make that change. It's hard for detailers to raise their prices because they think they're gonna lose their customers. And no, you don't want to lower your prices. You just want to put them the same, but give promotions so people can start getting to know you.
Yeah, there you go. Tommy Tang saying truffle hot sauce will change your life. Truffle oil infused hot sauce. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Well, sounds interesting.
G. Davis says, I hope the doctor is capturing Dane's DNA like they did in Kong versus Godzilla. Dane laughing. First from Puerto Rico says, mayo ketchup is kind of like the one in Idaho, but ours has a bit of lemon and garlic. So does fry sauce in Boise. They put all kinds of stuff.
You know, talking about fry sauce, at one point when I was young, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna create my own fry sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna start saying I was gonna make my own Mexican
selling
fry
Juan's-
sauce
Juan's
with the
is-
hot sauce.
Were you?
With the
Oh
hot
my
sauce.
gosh, you would have been
Still
rich.
time to do that, Juan.
I know, well, not anymore because somebody's
you
probably
just
gonna
told
do
everybody.
it now.
Yeah,
So what I
dang.
want is I want to create, like I have said this before, I want to create like a new buffalo sauce. You've ever had buffalo sauce
Yeah,
before? You know,
yeah.
like, I love buffalo sauce, but that was created out of a mixture of different things.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a new sauce created in that type of realm since that.
True.
Who's gonna step up to the plate and do it?
I think Tony's Kitchen is a great idea for this kind of
I
thing. I
think
think they're
Tony's
the ones
Kitchen-
that need to really push this forward.
I think that the ingredients we're going to be using are going to be a little bit too difficult to manipulate
Hmm.
within Tony's Kitchen. I only have a small portable stovetop from Nate's truck. I don't have a full
You could
kitchen.
buy one, that's not hard to get.
that's
They're not
true.
expensive. Jamie the Cleaner wants to know, what is Juan's review of the new Mortal Kombat movie? Did you see the
Juan
new
has not
Mortal
seen
Kombat?
it.
I haven't
Oh, you
seen it.
haven't
You know,
seen
I've
it?
been wanting to watch it, but my wife's like, "Oh no, just skip it. Let's watch something else." Like, why? It looks so cool. I mean, that's
It's
just
okay.
like the '90s. That's what
Yeah.
where we grew up. I was like, I want to watch it. She doesn't like it.
it wasn't
I
bad.
want-
It wasn't.
Was
bad.
it good or not?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It's like a Keystone.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not
Like
great.
a Keystone Cerveza.
Oh,
It's
You know,
okay.
it's okay.
it's
drunk.
all right. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
But his face, he's like, I get it. It's all right. Okay.
It's okay. You could watch it. I
will
watch
watch
it
it.
on your own and just be like, yeah, it wasn't bad. That's what you say.
watch this. I'm gonna be watching that movie by myself, drinking a Keystone beer.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, it's all right.
It's okay.
It's all right. It's okay.
Why not?
It's not bad. Scott Willis saying, my bed rail covers on my truck need help. How can I bring them back to the black color and get rid of that whitish color it's turning? Scott, you need to pick up some solution finish, my
They're gonna say
friend.
take your friends at UMC Trucks. You
Yeah,
can pick up some
LMC
new-
Trucks.
LMC.
Yeah.
Yeah, LMC
Yeah.
Trucks. You can pick up
LMC
some-
trucks, you can pick up some brand new bed rail covers. Anthony, I know, has been really checking out a lot of their great products for his Ram 1500. Now, seriously though, solution finish. I'm not going to say it again. Solution finish. Oh, dang it, I did. All right. Britt Strong saying, your thoughts on TLC's Black Ice. When will TRC start carrying it? The last cut? Black Ice? I don't know what that is. Oh, the last coat? We aren't going to be carrying the last coat unless they ever reach out and talk to us. But yeah, that's the biggest thing, man.
I don't really.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that. So fry sauce is great, but bomb sauce has its beat. Mayo and barbecue sauce. Like O&R, I just put that on everything. Nice. Good reason. G. Davis, Tony's Kitchen presents Soccer Mom Undercarriage sauce.
Oh my God.
Suck 'em
With
up.
a bit of dry ice.
A little bit of dry ice. Richard
Dry ice.
Lella saying, how come TRC Europe has a mixed six packs, but you can't order them separately? So that is all the way across the board. Same with the Rag Company here in the U.S. You cannot buy our six packs mixed separately. So what he means is like the dark pack, the RGB. So RGB is red, gray, black. It's a pack of those. Or the dark pack is a blue, gray, and black creature.
Okay.
Now, we used to sell it. We used to sell them individually a long time ago. You still can kind of do that in some senses here, but for the sake of packaging, because we have packaging on Amazon, because we package all
So
over
many
the-
orders.
We have so many orders going all the different places. The dark pack, because it's such a big seller on Amazon, it actually outsells on Amazon than what it sells here at ragcompany.com or ragcompany.co.uk. So, dot shop, the Europe source. So for that, Amazon's the bigger beast. So to make it easier on us to supply Amazon, we've had to build in these packs, and we're just sending the packs, so it's easier to just buy the pack. So that's the reason, Rickards. Sorry. I know it's kind of a bummer, but hey, buy the pack. That way you've got them. You don't have to worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. So, all right. Dane Show laughing. Jamie the Cleaner says, don't influence the man. Just let him watch it. And then Jordan Nicholson saying, thanks. I've also noticed the detailers in my area are all in competition with each other and lowering the price so low that I can't beat it. Wouldn't it be better if all the prices are around the same? Yes. However, I was the most expensive in my area and I didn't have any
Me
problems.
too. Yeah. Me too.
Honestly, raise your price. And don't
Just
bow to it.
focus on quality. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just focus on quality and focus on the customer base that you're going to be getting. I mean, there's a lot of different types of customers, just like there is a lot of different trucks. I mean, people like Ford, like they like Chevy, and they like Dodge, or they like Toyotas. I mean, it's just pick what the market that you wanna focus on. Make a strategy, create yourself a script. Obviously, like any other businesses have a script so they can better understand their customers and they can better sell. So yeah, just do you, man. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing.
Yep. There you go.
Okay. Moving on
Bigger
here.
asking, hey Juan, how do you keep your mustache so crispy?
Joe
Just natural, man.
It's natural.
Dane saying the pterodactyl sauce at Cahoots. So I would like to, if G. Davis ever comes to visit,
Taking him to Cahoots.
we're going to take him to Cahoots, honestly, just because of the name and experience.
And the Schnitzel Garden.
So we're definitely on the Schnitzel Garden. So what's funny, gosh, we only went there once, right? It was once.
We took Andrew.
We need to be taking more people there.
Where?
Whether we get the Schnitzel or
Garden?
not.
It's a
Like, I
German
think
restaurant.
if we end up getting the meat platter
think that could be
together,
all right.
right, we could all knock out. There's sausages, German food.
Oh.
Yeah, sauerkraut. You like that at all?
I'm down for it.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay.
All right. Ryan Rigdon says, hey guys, quick question. What's your go-to for polishing plastic? I still have an old McGuire's cleaner and polish in the small gray bottles. Ryan, I don't really polish plastic anymore.
My best luck I've had with polishing plastic, any type of plastic, has always been with hyper polish.
Yeah.
Hyper polish is it seems function. It seems to clean it as well. I've just never had any issues with polishing with hyper polish. If you have to polish it. G. Davis says, any update on TRC travel for 2021?
We're going to Monterey. We know that. We probably have a couple of the we haven't decided yet. We've got South and East Crown Rallies. We've got or North and East Crown Rallies we got to think about. We're going to be at SEMA this year, but really that's about it. We don't have a lot of travel planned. Our UK and Europe trips, we can't go, so we're wait till next year. But SEMA is going to be probably the biggest show. We're not going to be able to attend the Southern Detailers Conference just because we got so much stuff this month for this coming month, June. So we're going to have to miss out on that and Crown Rally West. So we'll see. As stuff comes up, we've talked about a couple other trips for the team with GTECHNIQ and some other stuff. So if it pops up, Anthony and I are going to Vegas for Mobile Tech Expo Las Vegas. We'll be there for that. We probably won't have a booth, but we'll just be wandering around and saying hi to everybody and checking it out since Rag Company is sponsoring Education Day. But yeah, so that's kind of not a lot of stuff going on, but a couple things, 3 things there. So, all right. John Hole saying fashionably late, but I made it. Welcome, brother. Glad you made it. Ron Iotti saying, love me, the Dry Me River towels. And then Dane Show says, new MK Mortal Kombat was horribly edited. A massive amount of context was left on the cutting room floor.
Oh, Dane, you didn't have to just leave it. You could have just left it.
Dane didn't have to say anything.
Dane didn't have to say anything.
G. Davis says, I saw on the interweb that Cahoots has half off Hebrew Fridays. I'm buying. There you go. Jamie the Cleaner's laughing. Dane Show says, super solid visual effects. And then Nick D. My car has been ceramic coated 3 to 4 weeks ago, and the paint was flawless. I only washed it once with O&R. Can you get water spots from rain and pollen? It's the only reason I can think of.
You can get water spotting if you leave water in your vehicle. I mean, the dust has got minerals. So if you leave, say for example, you wash your vehicle and you don't just dry it, even though you got like water that is clean water, no minerals, but the atmosphere has got minerals, that's gonna create a hard water spot.
True. And Nick, the other thing is, you probably had it before your correction, and those minerals just sunk under the clear, and then they died
Once
back.
they were polished, yeah.
And
It
so
had
they're polished
happened.
and then coated, and they
Yeah,
coated.
they
It
do. They
happened.
heat. They
That
heat.
can
It heats
happen.
up. It heats up, and it causes that clear to swell. And then once it gets coated, everything cools down. They come back up, and you're like, "Hey, how did these water spots get here?"
Yeah, could happen. It's bad news. Caleb Vole, MTM Las Vegas, August 2021. Don't know the exact dates, but yes, August or September, right in there. So, and then first from Humberto asking Juan, elote,
Elote.
or enmoladas? What's
Enmoladas.
Elote is corn.
Elotes is corn.
I got some
Emoladas. I don't know
elote.
what the emoladas is.
I don't either, but I got some elote seasoning.
Oh,
I put that on my eggs. It's sweet.
Elote.
elote corn.
G Davis saying, so I tried to get I was hoping to get you guys to come to Kentucky. I got an email from KCX Andrew that mentioned a proper goosing if you guys were going. Yeah, we're not going to be making it to that one. Sorry, man.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Cervantes. So I tried to get my significant other to like the idea of a road trip to Boise for our honeymoon. She said no. As soon as I said I wanted to go to the rag company. Help me out, guys.
Dang
well,
it.
remember,
You revealed
David,
yourself. You played
this
yourself.
is a destination experience.
It is.
Right? People come here
Bed and
to
breakfast.
experience this place. What you can do, Dane has a package at the Dane Show house.
Yeah.
Bed and breakfast, getting able to use his own very own master bedroom.
Yeah. His massage chair.
His massage chair.
Other
Him and Liz
amenities.
will actually move out and move into the home to suites for a couple days,
Yeah.
where you guys can experience the backyard,
Well, the
lush
backyard is
backyard,
an experience.
the
It's
massage
basically-
chair,
It's
a lot of great things.
It's a walk through Jurassic Park is what this
Walk
is.
through Jurassic Park. Kind of a fun thing.
Well, so
And
Dane
the
stands there
next
for his
morning,
one line.
Dane
Dane
will actually deliver Express Cafe to you. He will drive from downtown Boise to Express Cafe, pick up your order, and then deliver it back to his own very
you
own
go.
house that morning while you guys are still in bed. Breakfast in bed. One of the great things at the Dane Show B&B.
Welcome to Jurassic Park. Right, that's what he says. When you walk into the backyard.
All right. Peyton says this about
No,
10
no,
times.
it's a spammer. Don't highlight her, him.
And then
Whatever the heck
Tonzors saying, hey gang, $4.99 from Tonzors. Koenig family wheel recommendation for my new high performance machine, the Hyundai Veloster N. It's white. Is brawn played out? No, I think
No,
that looked
bronze
pretty.
is good.
I think some decagrams or would look good.
So
Are
if
some of
I
the
was a
hexaforms
Veloster N,
or whatever. What do you have?
oh man. So I think that decagrams on white would look extremely good in bronze. I think that the hypergrams might be a little. The width is not going to be
Yeah.
right on that vehicle to run the hypergrams. So probably
Hexaforms?
I think the hexaforms no, because of there's not as concave. It's a convex.
You have to get the B pattern. and
Yeah, which
profile.
is 10.5 inch wide. So
Yeah.
I'd probably say decagrams if it was me, countergrams,
Countergrams. That's
or
one of my new favorites.
the ampliforms.
Ampliforms would be pretty sweet on that
Yeah.
thing too. So there you go, man. Those are some of the ideas. And then David Cervantes says it would be a 1-day, 7-hour drive. Perfect. Get to know your sweetheart. Get to know her all the things that you wanted to do. Maybe you guys think about goals, plans for the future together on that drive. It's
great.
great. Yeah. And then Peyton, again, spamming us, saying that there you go, good color.
How? Okay, so what I don't
She also
get,
says that you're a hater on the right.
but Peyton, how do you go from spamming your shoe business to then jumping in here and then critiquing these things? How is that even? How do you make that transition?
I don't know.
I'm not a hater. I'm a nice guy.
G. Davis says
Most-
Dane's office also doubles as a honeymoon suite fudgery. Correct.
Oh my god!
That is right.
I think
Yeah.
fudgery is the word I didn't know I needed in my life.
David Cervantes says, well, Levi, she's honestly a lot like your wife. She just wants to know what she would do while I was there. A lot of great things. History Museum. One of the great things about the Home to Suites by Hilton is it's just a couple blocks away from the Idaho History Museum,
Boise Art
the
Museum.
Boise Art Museum, and Julia Davis Park, where the zoo is. So
Wow.
3 great areas that she could explore for the day. Heck, she could even cross the little footbridge and walk over into Boise State University and wander around campus.
Does she like prisons?
Could take her to the old Idaho State Penitentiary.
Yeah, that's
She
great
likes
as well.
prison.
Yeah.
She just got out. Yeah.
So Tone Zors says he's interested in your Rec 2, Dane. I don't know what that is. Recreational thing? Britt Strong saying, Juan, what product do you recommend to protect a 2500 truck dash from heat and UV? Matte OEM finish only, please.
Well, there's a lot of different products, but there's one from GTECHNIQ that is, what is that product called? Just came out of my, it's a what?
Matte Dash.
Matte Dash.
Yeah, GTECHNIQ's
Sorry.
Matte Dash, great product for that.
So many products.
You got it.
Sorry.
You got it. There's time.
There's Peyton calling you a hater.
Hater.
And Humberto says, enmoladas son el mole del día anterior para hacer estas enchiladas de pollo con salsa de
no,
mole
sí.
y queso.
Sí.
So parece a las tabasqueñas.
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 Riquísimas. Sí.
Riquísimas. So
Enmoladas,
it's
okay.
like a chicken enchilada with salsa and mole sauce. You know what mole sauce
Yeah,
is?
enmoladas is
Chocolate
when
and
they
peanut
make
butter.
mole.
I've never had
Sauce
mole
with-
sauce before.
Oh, it's so good.
Dude, there's
Mole
a
sauce is-
bunch of
Do you
different.
put it on the
type
cow
of,
tongue tacos?
no.
No,
well,
you put it on chicken.
chicken, or you can put it on pork too. And
It's got a
so,
bit of
Spice?
to
dude,
it.
Does
it's
it?
so good. I mean,
Mole
there's
is
different
like-
ones. There's el mole poblano, el mole verde, mole rojo, mole negro. I mean, dude, it's mole.
Mole is like a
dude.
It's so
Your mouth's
good.
watering right now.
Yes,
You're hungry.
and,
Mole
and
is
when
like-
he's saying
about
that
it.
it's the mole from the day before, and then you make the enchiladas, yes,
Chicken
it's
and mole
so
is amazing.
freaking
Dang,
good.
okay, okay.
Enmoladas.
Talk me into it.
All right. So
I'm down for that. Yeah.
Dane
Enmoladas.
Show says, from the Koenig line, the Ampliforms are my favorite. I told her about the corporate rates for home to suites. She still said no. I would send that to you in a heartbeat, David. And I would tell them it was your honeymoon. I recall Anthony's glowing review of the Veloster in the most recent
Oh,
TRC
man.
newsletter.
Oh, gee.
Maybe Juan can romance her. She has a softie for us Mexicans. David Cervantes. Peyton says she will see us later. See ya, Peyton. Thanks for trying to post about your shoes.
Hawking your stuff here in the feed.
Jordan says, after applying a ceramic coating, do you use a heat lamp to help cure it, or do you leave it to air dry overnight? Jordan, it depends on the coating. Mm-hmm. Coatings that we sell here at the Rag Company don't need to have a IR cured lamp on them. There are certain coatings that do need IR cured, and that's just the way it's going to have to go.
yeah. This next one's pretty good.
Peyton says, a.k.a. the former Mrs. Hans Closen. David Cervantes says she needs some G time. And then Kirby Thompson says, highly recommend to not use Anthony or Levi as your honeymoon planner. It might be cut short without a couple's activity alone.
It's true.
And then Cervantes says, also, Juan, can you do your best impression of an overly excited Hispanic radio host?
Oh, sí, bueno, as a matter of fact, I used to work at a radio station.
You did?
No,
I
that's
did.
yeah.
And I was a DJ for 4 years. And it was the last radio station was, ¿cómo se llama? La 970. Bienvenidos. Hola amigos, soy Juan González de aquí de la 970, su radio, su locutor, el único que les pone la música que a ustedes fascina. Así es que si ya saben, si quieren o escuchar música romántica, les gusta oír música de rock and roll, ya saben, con nosotros van a tener lo mejor así. Y seguimos con esta música enseguida. Ahí les va.
Hey!
Hey!
La 970.
Yes.
Música para tus oídos.
Ready to rock and roll, man.
Chris Karafik, I want to take advantage of the sale. As a newish detailer, can you talk about what towels on your site you use for each step? Honestly, Chris, we make over 150 different types of microfiber. So I will give you a basis. Drying towels, either the Gauntlet or the Liquidator. If you're looking for glass towels, either the Diamond Weaves or pick yourself up an FTW
Nice, yeah.
or a waffle weave towel. Those are the kind of the three best towels for glass. And then for paintwork, pick up some Eagle Edgeless, either 350s or 500s, and pick up some Edgeless 365s or Dragos. They come in a myriad of colors. You can pick up any of those. You can also pick up some Creatures too if you like. Now, if you want a general purpose towel, but you want lots of colors. Car wash towels and 245s are your friends. There you go. Take a look. Find out what you want to do.
All right, so Adam Hancock says, I've been using the repo system for a short while now, but has recently ordered all of the Koch polishes pads to try them. Which compound polishes do you guys prefer? So fine cut and micro cut has been kind of our go-to. So we typically won't even use heavy cut unless like we're finishing something out with a rotary, but fine cut with a fine cut pad, and then we'll jump to the micro cut. So you can jump to micro cut and finish, or just micro cut, depending on if you want a protective additive in micro cut. But that, or just the it's a one cut and finish on its own, which is also, it's a good.
It's pretty ridiculous. It's
pretty
good.
crazy.
And then Umberto was laughing at Kirby Thompson. Jeff C says, I'm disappointed we didn't hear from that other hater today. Weak. I know, right? And then David Cervantes says, maybe I should take her the other direction to go see G. Davis and Bergie Boy. Wait, never mind. I don't want her to leave me. G. Davis says he was hoping Juan would do traffic and weather on the 9s.
Podemos poner el weather.
Then Umberto. Juan, eso se
merece una chile de nogadas. Una chile de nalgadas, maybe?
G. Davis says Luke Berge is a notorious Amish heart stealer. And David Cervantes says, Levi, I'll message you on Facebook as you are the Boise man. I'm going to push hard to get me to get there.
So what she would
honestly,
love, the
man, there's a
Village.
lot of great
No,
things.
Get her,
The Village.
Get her to the Village.
Yeah, there's a lot of great places that you could go. We can really make it happen for you, brother. So,
all right.
As always, guys, make sure you go check out the metal car part shoes with the car paint on them. Check my shoes out from Patent.
Don't do
and
that.
As always, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys sign up for the newsletter. Go pick up some stuff at the Rag Company right now. 20% off anything in the store. Thank you, Juan, for being here.
No, gracias.
As always, brother, welcome Juan to the new TRC team. And Dane, I hope you fought hard while they took that blood from you. So you know. As always, guys, we'll see you later. We'll see you on Monday. Have fun. Talk to you later. See ya.
También.